me up for days. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I want it. I want you, and I could tell you want me to. I feel you. I could feel.
Yo, what's good? What's good? How y'all doing? What's good? What's good? What's good? You know why? Yo, what's good? What's y'all doing? What's up? Long time to see. You dancing? Baby, what's good? Hey, boys, how you doing? Hey, I ain't see you out in a while, man. What's good? I'm doing good, Puns. I'm doing good. Trini, what's good? Hey, Trini. Abigail. Hey, you all like this music right here? This is some good music right here, man. Many of you all don't get this music right here, but this is good music right here. I'm back home, yeah. What's up, Spiritual Angel? What's good, man? I'm back home, man. I'm back home. Just got home last night after midnight. So I figured let me come live for a minute because I ain't came live for a while. So yeah, I was on vacation, man, and again I had to wait. But I enjoyed myself, so it was worth it. Who cares, right? In 2 weeks I'll be back to normal. But yeah, so hey, what's good with y'all, man? I wanted to talk about something. Something serious that I thought about. You know? I wanted to talk about something that I was just thinking about when I was taking a shower and I was shaving. You know, so many times, right? Yeah, I'm back in the desert. Man, I'm back in the desert, man. You know how it is. You know how it is. Okay, I like this better. This one is my complexion. Sending love. Thanks, Kingstar. What's good? What's good? Thank you. This thing, I don't know. Who knows? What's going on, Butterboo? What's good? What's good with you? Pasta. What is pasta? Hey, thank you. Thank you, Kingstar. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, you know what? So I was thinking about something, and I was taking a shower, and I realized, you know, hey, Ellen, how are you? Pastor preacher. I got you. You know, we always think life, you know, some of us really feel like we are victims to life. You know what I mean? Revenge, what's good? How are you? Hey, what's good, Jeremy? How are you doing, man? Fab Kim, what's good? How are you? Hey, thanks for joining me, man. I swear you love me forever. Hey, love is forever, right? Love is eternal. So yeah, a lot of times we think that life do us so wrong, and we fall victim to life. We talk about life is this, life is that, life is so messed up. You know, I was dealt this bad hands, and I realized that we think God give us all this, and God give us that, and God give me this, and we are blessed, and I'm lucky. Let me tell you this: you are not liked more than anyone else. You know what I mean? Like ain't no one of us favorites. We're not favorites. I know some religion or some religious groups thinking that one group is more special and this group is more special and this people is more better and God. Listen, have you ever really looked down from in the universe and looked down and see like the sands of the sands of the sea? I was at the ocean. I was at the beach and I was looking at the sand. I was like, each sand is significant, but neither or none of them is better than the other. You know, like every grain of sand is significant, but not one grain of sand is more important, more blessed, more special. They all come together and make beauty. And I was thinking, I'm like, why do we think we are so special, man? Like, why do we think we are so special? This puppy's got you whooped. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, we think we are so special that God gives us. Nobody gives you anything. You know, do you know what we get in life? What we get in life is what we attract. That's it. Hey, Erica. Hey, Sissy, how we doing? But what we get in life is what we attract. We get what we attract. People think, well, I wasn't blessed to get this. Listen, some of us don't even try to study. Some of us don't try to go deep. Some of us don't try to learn how to attract what they want. Some of us don't try how to learn to attract what we deserve. Some of us don't try to do nothing at all. Some of us just sit there and hope it comes to us. Talk about God is an on-time God. Let me tell you, God is always on time because he's always here. Hey, Sissy, Rasta, Melanie, my two sisters on here. How are y'all doing? I missed you all already, Erica and Eddie. I missed you all already. You know what I mean? We always, you know, we have taken up these little quotes. God is always on time. He's never late. Let me tell you this. If he is with you, or it is with you and it's always there, how can it not be there? How can it be late? It cannot be late. It's impossible to be late. So therefore, it's us in ourselves don't know to attract what we desire. We don't know. You miss me, Nanny? Oh, I miss you too, girl. Yeah, he's always there. So how can he be? How can he ever be late? It's just those things that we say give us the excuses how to be just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Hey, Tessa from Holland, how are you doing? We find reasons to be. We find reasons for excuses. We find reasons to suffer. We find reason to continue to struggle. You know, we all hear all these things, right? We all say all these things, and we heard it before. You know, if you're not going through something, that means the devil have you already. Or, you know, struggling is, or being in poverty is an honor. Or, you know, blessed is the poor in spirit. All these things that we say, and we keep saying these things over and over and over again, making excuses for what we don't have. It's like we make excuses for what we don't have all the time because we fail to study how to be better. We fail to study how to get better. We always making excuses. I'm not perfect. How are you not perfect? And the things that you call flaw is the things that you could change within yourself. Because if I ask you, what's your flaw? And these are things that we develop over the years. If I ask you, what's your flaw? What's your flaws or what's your imperfections? You're going to say my attitude. You can fix that. You're going to say my weight. You can fix that. You're going to say things like, yeah, I don't feel good. You can fix that. You're going to say stuff, a whole bunch of stuff. Do you so like? Yes, I do. You know, we say all these things is wrong with us or is our imperfections, but in all honesty, those things that we say are wrong can easily be fixed. All we do is take medications and eat junk. All we do is do all these things and still feel messed up. The thing is, we fall victim to life. We think life favors some and not the other. You see people posting, I'm blessed, I'm highly favored. Nobody is extra favored. Nobody is special. You know, I'm a king, you're a king, I'm a queen. Listen, if all of us were queens and kings, we would be common people still. We are still common. If everybody is a king and everybody is a queen, we're still common people. They're not special. Listen, ain't none of us special. The thing is, none of us, most of us, yeah, thank God you don't have favorites. But the thing is, we don't want to learn how to manifest. We don't want to learn. We fail to study. We don't want to buy a book to teach us how to do it behind the science of it. You know, the Bible is everything. The Bible has all the answers. Let me tell you this. Somebody told me once, why would you want to buy a book? The book is just somebody's perspective. But let me tell you, if you have a grandfather or a great-grandfather who's 90 years old, you don't think he has more knowledge? You don't think he has more experiences? You don't think he's wiser? You don't think he's more powerful and stronger than you? You don't think he been through some things that you didn't see yet? You don't think that he could guide you? If you have a great grandmother, you don't think that she could guide you about life? You don't think she has acquired all this wisdom from just living 90 years old that she could teach you? It's the same concept. People acquire knowledge and put it in books. We think that everything is in the Bible. Most of us don't understand the damn Bible. Most of us just go from this verse, lean not to your own understanding, but yet we lean in to the freaking pastor's understanding, thinking that that's what you should get from it. And many times you're wrong as hell. You're wrong. You go, it's not that you're wrong, it doesn't benefit you. If you read in the Bible in a way that doesn't benefit you, it's pointless. It's just pointless. You got to take what you want and apply it. Many of us don't apply this. Many of us read, and we still a bunch of fearful cowards. You know what I mean? Like, we're still a bunch of fearful souls. We're still so scared. We're still so fearful. We're still so hurt. We don't want to heal. We don't want to forgive. We don't want to, we don't want to speak good to people. We still get jealous. We still get angry. All this. Well, what's the point? Like, seriously, like, what's the point of reading the Bible, going to church, and it still ain't working for you? But yet, we fail. We fail. We think that we are victims of life. God don't like me. The universe don't like me. I can't get what I want. I can't get the relationship that I want. The partner that I want. The man or woman that I want. The car that I want. The house that I want. Why can't you get it? Everybody else doing it. How come you can't do it? You know why? Number one, you're around the same people all your life. Doing the same things. Focused on the same things. So how can you get something deeper? How can you go towards your purpose, towards your direction that you should go? Everybody don't have the same direction. Everyone, listen, sometimes your closest friends, your spouse, your husband, your wife, boyfriend, we ain't going in the same direction. We can't go in the same direction. Hey, Miss B and Soul, how are you doing? Hey, inside of you, how are you? We're not going in the same direction. I don't care what your husband going. Some of us, I want a man to lead me. But lead you to where? The hell are you leading you? Why can't you lead yourself? Because nobody knows what you need but you. Not only you know what you desire. And what you desire is already desiring you. What you seek is already seeking you. But yet you are so afraid to be alone and go to that direction. So you want a man or a woman to walk with you. They don't even know where they're going. They have no idea where they're going. They are just have no idea. But yet we always want someone to walk with us. And if they're not walking with us, we don't feel like we're going in the right place. But let me tell you this. Many times, the crowd is always going to places that you don't want to go. The crowd is always going to that jacked up place. That when you follow the crowd, you're going to always stump your damn toe. Your big toe. Where the shoes is the tightest. Your big toe is going to always get swollen. Because if nobody is doing it, you don't want to do it. You don't feel comfortable. We're 40 years old, we're 50 years old, we're 30 years old, 35, and still afraid to be ourselves. We're still afraid to be you. You're still afraid to be unique. You're not made to be perfect. You're made to be unique. The perfect stuff is just something that people say. Like, if you don't know what the hell is if you don't know what's perfection, how the hell do we know what's imperfections? It's impossible. It don't exist. The reason why the perfection stuff comes in our mind, the reason why the perfect idea and the ideology behind the perfection is that if you close your eyes, like what I'm doing, and I tell you to draw a circle in your mind, you're going to draw a perfect circle in your mind. So you think that's what a circle should look like. But when you take up a pen and a paper and you put it, you put that pen and the paper freehand into a circle, it's not perfect. So your mind is effing with you all the time. Your mind is screwing with you. Your image of perfection is screwing with you. It's being screwed with you for the longest time. And you fail to realize this. Seriously, if you close your eyes and draw a straight line, that line is going to be perfect in your mind. Because you really believe that there's a thing called perfection. Perfection doesn't exist. I don't know who brought this idea up. And even if it does exist, we don't know what it is. We have no idea. And all you say is, I'm not perfect. You keep hearing people say, I'm not perfect. Okay, if nobody is perfect, why do we keep saying, or why do we start off conversations with I'm not perfect? Saying that crap screws with your mind, and it screws with your subconscious. It screws with your subconscious. Perfect is the goal. Perfect is not a goal. It's not my goal. Progress is the goal, not perfect. Perfect don't exist. There is no image of perfection. Because in all reality, in all honesty, let me tell you the truth. In all honesty, this life and this life that we are on, this journey that we are on, if you don't screw up, and it's not even screwing up because it's refining you. If it's refining you, it's not screwing up. It is where you should be. You know what I mean? Listen, when you look at a sword has to go through the fire and he has to get beaten and he has to go, he has to go a whole bunch of crap just for it to be sharp enough to cut anything. How dare you think that you could walk this earth and walk this journey and you think God is worried about you? You screwing up. God looking at you like this. Number one, God don't even... We really think that there's a thing called perfection. We really think that we don't need struggles to become stronger. We really think because you have pain, you're not perfect. Pain is needed. It's necessary. Going off your path is necessary. Screwing up is necessary. We call it mistakes, but it's screwing up. We're going to always screw up. Because anytime, the only person who don't screw up is the person who don't try. It's the person who don't do anything else. Father of Rubies, how you doing? Hey, love, how you doing? The only person who doesn't screw up is the person who doesn't try. And we think, well, even in relationship. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? Even in relationship, my brother, what's good, man? What's good, Tendane? You know what I mean? Even in relationship, we think that if we don't find the right one right now, it hurts. Why does it hurt so much? Have you ever asked yourself, why am I hurting so much because of a breakup? Why am I hurting so much because of my own expectations? Why am I hurting so much? Why am I so miserable? Why am I so tired? Why am I so drained? Why am I going through so much because I have a failed relationship? You know why? Because we don't seek the damn lesson. Hey, Islin. We don't seek the lesson. We don't seek. You love him, you love yourself, you love him, you love her. You're going to love many people in your life, but nobody is here to stay with you. Ain't nobody going to stay just because you love them. But if you can love people and still don't be hurt. Some of us be so hurt. It's like we die. We literally die inside. We have our children, we have our family, we have our energy that's going to them, and we screwing them up because we refuse to be healed and forgive and to move on. So we screwed up our kids. Let me tell you this. Some of us, hey Kayla, how are you? Miss Scott. Some of us are so selfish. Yeah, it sounds bad, but we don't want to heal. It's very selfish. It sounds bad. But if you have kids and you're still struggling because you don't want to let go of the man to hold on to your children, to feed them that perfect, that good quality energy, something is wrong. Your priorities are messed up. If you don't want to let go to grow, something is wrong. Your priorities are messed up. If you don't want to let go of that pain and that hurt or that person, because the reason why we stay hurt is because we're carrying these people still. We still want to carry them with us. We still want to carry. Nothing breaks you. Nothing breaks you but your expectations. Nothing breaks you. Nobody could break you. If a person don't put their hands on you, punching you, ain't nothing breaking you. Yes, I know you get disappointed, but a lot of times our expectations, that's screwing up. I'm doing well too, man. I'm doing well too. It's our expectation that screws up. I hope. And it's not only our expectation, but we see these red flags from years and miles away. We could spot them jokers miles away. We know something is wrong. Our gut feeling is, hey Tony, our gut feeling is telling us something is off, something is wrong. Don't do it. Don't go there. Stop. Caution. Freaking move slow. Tread slowly. But we don't want to do that. So what hurts us? People tell us the truth sometimes. Sometimes that man, listen, I know when I used to be in my dirt. I ain't want a relationship. Listen, I don't really, this is not. But yeah, you still go all in. You give a man all you have because you think if you give him all you have, he's going to want you. You think that you could love a man into being better. You think that you could love a man into being right. You think that you could love a man into being the man for you. You think that the harder you love him or her, it's not just men, but we think, hey, Trini, thanks. You know what I mean? You think that the harder you love him or her, they'll act right. Love, your love, listen, it's their love that fixes them. Their love is what changes them, not your love. Yes, your love feels good. Your love, yes, it sustains you. Your love is amazing, but they need that love within themselves to do right. No matter, listen. Let me tell you the biggest mistakes that we make. The biggest mistake that we make. You think because somebody don't want you that much, or somebody ain't doing right by you that much, it's time for you to love them harder. I don't even know what that means. Love them harder. I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even know what that means. Love them harder, because I personally don't understand that phrase. Love, like you get. I love hard. What does that even mean? What does that? Hey Renee, like I don't even know what that means. I love hard. What is that? Like what is love hard? I love hard. People, it's love. It's all love. Like it's like God's love. God's love. Listen, you still existing. God loves. You love. Your children love. I love. We all love. It's not harder. What you do is you attach hard. Is a hood reference? I'm serious. You attach hard. It's not love. Love is love. Just because you love doesn't mean that you gotta be stupid. It is. Hey, Baka, how are you? I love you too. You know what I mean? Love don't make you stupid. Hey, listen, I don't care what nobody says. Love do not make you stupid. Love is very awakened. Love is enlightenment. Love is very aware. Love is conscious. Love is not stupid. I don't know why we think love is blind. If love is blind, you wouldn't be here. If love is blind, you might just be here just confused and ridiculous and handicapped and retarded. The entire world would have been jacked up, planets bumping into each other, collision, and all this. Love is not blind. You know what I mean? I love you too. Love is very strong. If love was blind, how can you be a Christian? I'm not a Christian, but I'm saying many of you are Christians. If love was blind, then you won't be a Christian. If love was blind, you probably won't be here. If love was blind, man, we would all be struggling right now. Love is not blind. You choose who you love. I read something the other day says you can't choose who you love. Yes, the hell you do. Number one, one of the biggest problems that we have, one of the biggest issue that we have, hey, Dim, thank you. One of the biggest issues that we have is that we don't know how to love. Most simplest things. You see a child, you see a daughter, your son, you see a baby, and you don't have to explain to them what love is. You don't have to explain to them how to love. Thank you all for the gifts. Thank you all for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Like you don't know. How do you deal with getting over narcissists? Let me come back to that. Love is a choice. The thing is, we don't know how to love. We think love is a supernatural thing. This thing, this emotion, this feeling. We think love is this feeling of awesomeness, this feeling. That's not. I don't know what love you are talking about. This is the image of love people paint all the time. People paint this image for you, and then you take it. You see people on TV doing these cutesy stuff. These couples doing these things. Thank you. I love you too. Doing all these things and doing all the things, and you see couples naked, eating cakes together, and you think that's love. You know what love is? Love is being able to accept what is instead of what you believe should be. Because what you believe should be, we don't know what should be. We have no idea what should be. We don't know what should be. We don't know how it should have been. We don't know how it was. All we know is this. And this is who I know. This is who you are. Therefore, let me let you be. That's what love is. Love is the ability to accept that tree for being that tree. The way how it looks, the way how it waves, the way how it sheds, the way how the leaf falls off in the wintertime. That is love. Is being able to. That's what love is. Being able to accept everything. We can't accept nothing. We want people in our lives, but we hope they change. That's not love. This is why we get hurt. We want them to change so much. And we do all these things. We give very selfishly. We give selfishly. Many of us give because we are selfish. We give to change them. We give because we want something back in return. We give because we hope they stay. We give because we hope. Like we give because, listen, we don't give because we give. Listen, picture this right here. Picture this. Picture this, right? Picture this. If you have $1 million, let's go deep. If you have $1 million, you know what? Let's say you have $1 billion, and you go into a poor country or a poor town or a poor city, very poor, and you see your bank account and you're like, you know what? I'm living well. Let me get. Hey, here you go, $10. Here you go, $10. You don't want nothing back. You just give it because you have enough to give. You have so much to give. You have beaucoup money. You have an abundance. So if they don't give you back, you don't care. Hey, if you think I'm yelling, you could go ahead and exit, man. As a matter of fact, let me exit you myself. All right, bro. Here you go. You know what I mean, though? But you know what I mean, though? Imagine if you have all this money right here, right? And you could just give. Imagine if we could just give just because we want to give, because we have it. Imagine if we have so much love that we just giving because we can. We're giving because we can. We're giving because we can. We don't get hurt in the end. See, the problem is we give and hoping to get back. Seriously, we give hoping to get so much back in return. But what we want back, we want a specific type human. We want them to change this way just to fit our own needs, to fit our own image of what you should be. You don't know what a man should be or what a woman should be. You have no idea. The thing is that you have to be able, right? You got to be able. You got to be able. No, you ain't give too much. You give too much expecting too much back. You ain't give too much. Because if you give from your heart. Hey, here you go. I give because I love you. The problem is we accept people in our lives hoping, right? Hoping that they will change one day. We allow people intimately in our lives hoping that they will change. Let me tell you, if somebody don't fit your desires and somebody don't fit what you manifested, if you manifested something and you manifested energies, right? If you manifest energy, I want a kind, loving, sweet, this is what I want, universe. This is what I want, God. This is what I want. And you set your intentions to what you desire. Let me tell you this. When you desire something in life and you set your intentions, like for instance, after you finish school and you went to college for this degree and this is where you want to work at, this is where you want to work at. Thank you, the Rising King. Thank you. Thank you. That's funny. You know what I mean, though? But seriously, if you went to school and pay all this money for a job and this is a job that you want after you finish school, why would you accept the first person who hires you but not in that position? Why would you accept the first company? See, this is what we do. We accept these damn jobs and people in our lives that we didn't manifest. So of course you're going to screw up. If course you're going to make... Listen, sometimes life is about being committed to yourself. You got to commit to yourself that I don't want until... If this is not the energy that I manifested, this is not mine. Yeah, listen, when you manifest, things are going to come to you left and right. Things are going to come to you left and right. But you got to match the energy of what you manifest. Many of us don't match that energy. Many of us, we're still angry. We're still miserable. Somebody's in our life. Somebody look like, well, he looks handsome. He looks cute. Listen, when yours come, you'll know yours come. It's the same frequency that you felt when you manifested it. See, like when you close your eyes? Do you see like when you close your eyes and look at the car that you want? I mean, picture the car that you want. When you picture in the car that you want, right? And the way how it feels, and you picture yourself driving it, right? You picture yourself driving it. And it's like, oh. Okay. You picture, you driving and you picture yourself driving this car. You see the feeling that you feel? That great, hey, pleasure, how are you doing? Thanks for the gift. You know, that great feeling that you feel driving it? Well, when that car comes, if a Suzuki comes, you know, if it's not that type of car come, you won't feel that feeling. But when that same type of car that you manifested, that you envision, that you see yourself in comes, that same feeling is what you're going to get. See, the reason why you want someone to change after you get with them is because you manifested this one energy or this multiple energies that you wanted, but when that one person came, you didn't feel that same energy. You didn't feel that same power. You didn't feel that same blessing, that smile. That's not yours. That is not yours. I mean, leave it alone. Let it come. Let it pass. I don't care what it looks like. Let it pass by. I don't care how it is wrapped up in the beautifulest wrapping paper. Gifted. Let it pass by because that's not yours. The thing is, we cannot wait. We have no patience. And it's not even about having patience. It's just that we get so distracted. Yeah, you got to feel now. So when that thing comes, that same feeling is what you already envisioned. So therefore, that's what you know is yours. That's when you know is yours. Because the same feeling is the same feeling that you're going to have. But many of us can't wait. Many of us, hey, Bessel, what's good, brother? Many of us just, the first one that comes, well, this is what I've been praying for. Anytime you think that a person is what you've been praying for, you're going to always do things to settle, just to keep that thought in your mind or that belief system, you know? Because many of us, like Tiffany said, many of us don't have the unconditional love for ourselves. You know, when you have that peace and the unconditional love, when you have unconditional love, you don't suffer that much. You know what I mean? Like, you don't struggle that much because your love is, you could only give what you have. The problem is, if we give what we don't have, we need it back. Listen to what I just said. Listen to what I just said. You can only give what you have. And when you give what you have, you see, like when somebody borrow you money, somebody asks you, hey, loan me $10. Some of us thinking, some of us in our minds, we say this right here. I won't give you what I can't afford to lose. Right or wrong? Does that make sense? Do we ever say this? I cannot lend you what I am because sometimes you don't get it back. You know what I mean? Like, it's like investment. It's like investing sometimes in stocks. You take that thing that you could do without, you invest it. If you make money, good. If you don't make money, well, oh well. But you can't give your all. Because if you give your all and somebody took it and you just drop, you done. You are depressed, you're stressed, you're angry, you don't want to do it again, you don't want to try it again. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. You hurt and you, oh my God. This is what we do. This is why we get so hurt. This is why we get so hurt. But when you, listen, give what you can afford to give. Some of us want to give our all. What you want to give your all for? Who needs your all? If somebody needs your all, they ain't ready yet. What if the character is perfect, but the optics is not what you wish for? The optics, you mean like what you see? What you see, listen, people are energy. Everything is energy. Hey, Pamela, how are you doing, Pamela Rose? We are energy. I am energy. You are energy. If I don't look, looks is just something that deceives people. Looks deceive the hell out of us. We think, if I'm not attracted to you physically, I can't do it. Do you know the more you care for someone and the more you love someone? Do you know the more you care for someone, hey Bonnie, is the more attracted you are to them because you stop seeing a physical and you see past that. You see them for what they really are, like your children. Like, all of us don't have the prettiest children. I mean, let's be honest. All of us, listen, have you ever seen a parent with not so pretty child? Like we would say in this society, we all don't have the prettiest children, but the love that we have for our children. Listen, you can't tell me my child is ugly. My child is the most precious, beautiful thing because that love is what blocks that. Because it's the energy that the energy speaks. Because the soul, listen, when the spirit shines out front, no matter what this look like, this don't look like anything. But the thing is, we can't look past the body because we shallow. I mean, we are really shallow. Don't forget yourself. You have to be able to first recognize what love is. When you recognize what love is, man. When you recognize what love is. When you know, like I keep saying this, when you recognize what real love is the ability to accept you for yourself. I don't care nobody. I don't care if you accept me or not. As long as you accept you, you can't go wrong. Many of us don't accept ourselves. Many of us don't even like ourselves, but we want someone to love us for me. You don't love me for me. Chick, you don't love you for you either. Dude, you don't love you for you either. You want me to love you for you. How? When you don't love you for you. You keep talking about your flaws and you keep talking about your body. You keep talking about yourself like you negative. Then you don't love it. Why? You're giving me reason not to love it even more. The feelings ain't coming. So sometimes the feeling, hey Lou, sometimes the feelings don't come because we have blockage. We block our feelings because we are so used to a certain look, a certain type. Many of us have a type. We want people to look like this. Let me tell you this, behind these types, sometimes a lot of us, man, a lot of us, women and men are like, I think women think men are shallow, but women are very shallow too. Women ain't no different. That's why you see them dudes getting you all with these gray sweatpants. This is why these men get you so easily, because all they got to do is do something sexual, and that sexual energy that you have inside is just, and you think it's chemistry. It's not chemistry, it's sex. We recognize sex because sex is one of the easiest energy to recognize. Seriously, sex is one of the easiest energy to recognize because you're still living in your second chakra. If you are living in your second chakra, what happens is that you think everything is sex. So a lot of times, right? My God. Erica, you sit here. A lot of times, somebody could get to you easily because they do something sexual. Oh my God, we have chemistry. A lot of times it's not chemistry, it's sex. It's energy. It's that damn energy, that connected energy that makes you want to make babies. That's how people get pregnant, because you feel connected from those hormones. I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me, we like each other, oh my God, we can't stop. And we really believe is some kind of special chemistry. And this is how we get played in the long. This is how we get played. This is how we get played in the end, because we feel chemistry in the beginning. People don't want to work for those things. People want to meet people. People don't want to work. People don't want to create the chemistry after a while. People just want to be bam. If it's not chemistry in the beginning, I don't want it. Let me tell you this. Sometimes, let me tell you this. Good afternoon. Sometimes that chemistry that you're feeling is an evil energy. Sometimes you're heart beating, you're sweating, you meet somebody, you're nervous, you're stuttering. You all scared, your eyes watering, your nose watering, your heart beating, your lungs is just, and you think, oh my God, I don't know what to say. That's not chemistry. What that is something that you can't control within yourself. That means that person, or you look at that person special. You look at the person, and anytime you give your power to a person, that person already taking your power away. How old were you when you realized this truth? About 7 years ago. This stuff that I started realizing about 7 years ago. I was in my 30s, maybe 31, 32. Wish I could pass this message to my... But I'm saying, man, we think it's chemistry. Chemistry, if you add all them elements together in the chemistry, all them 100 and... How many elements are there? I don't know how many elements. But if you add hydrogen to something else, it might blow up instantly. That's quick. That's very quick. Sometimes you gotta just stop going for what you are used to going for. You know what I mean? I'm saying, stop going for what you are used to. We go for the same thing every single time and get disappointed every single time. We go for this. What we go for, believe it or not, what we go for is that last person that you're being with in a different shell. Because it's the same energy that they're carrying. That's why we keep going from people to people in different bodies, right? With the same ending. Everybody cheated on you. If everybody cheated on you, if everybody freaking lied to you and hurt you and left you like this and took from you and didn't get, that means you're going for the same thing. You're going for the same exact thing. Everybody, the people that you keep attracting is the same people. That's why you gotta change your energy. That's why the only how to do this right is to change your own freaking energy. You got to change energy from the inside. Whatever energy that you have, that you call chemistry. You think that just because a man, is quiet and he's humble, he's too nice. Oh. He's too nice. He's just he's just too nice. A woman is quality and she does this and she does this thing her way and she don't have sex like this and she don't do blowjobs like this. This is what we do. This is the world that we have come to. We have created so much mess that now if a person ain't messy, we don't want them. We think they are boring because we boring. See, we need someone to entertain us. Many of us want someone to challenge us. Ain't that true? We want a man or a woman to challenge us. If she don't challenge me, I don't want it. Be able to teach me something. Why don't you teach yourself? You're an adult. Pick up a book and read. What do you want me to teach you? Because the lesson don't come in me showing you something. The lesson comes in the relationship. The lesson comes with how do you deal with this? How do you deal with that? But I need you to challenge me. Listen, let me tell you this. One of the biggest issues that we have, so that I can get the kind of mess. One of the biggest mess that we do is we look for something to challenge us. That man will look for, some of y'all look for that man that don't have much, that ain't saying much, that don't do much, because we want to challenge, we want to feel like we are deserving of something. That woman, that man want a woman to challenge him. To, no, hard to get. No, we look for the ones that we can't have. We look for the one, I'm telling you, we want challenge. Let me tell you this. If you don't know, who's 40 years old? Who's 40 years old? Hey, Curvy, cute, how you doing? Who's 40 years old? Yes, that's true too, Kini Pella. Who's 40 and above? Raise your hand. If you're 40, raise your hand. If you're 40 and above, raise your hand. 37, that's close enough. That's close enough. Got 51, 51. That's what I'm talking about. So we got grown people here, right? 47, 39, that's close enough. Okay, 40 plus. So we're grown in here, right? We're grown in here. We're 50s. Listen, we're grown in here. 37 going on 55. I feel you. So let me say this. Let me say this right here. If we are 40 and above, how don't we know how to 84? No, you're not. How don't we know how to challenge ourselves? I challenge myself. I don't need a woman to challenge me. I don't need no woman to challenge me. It's something that I don't need. I don't need any woman in this world to challenge me. You don't have to, I challenge, you know how much books I read? You know how much stuff I did? You know how much stuff I practice? If you have to challenge me, something is off. So now when we don't have that challenge, we think, he's boring, she's boring, this person is boring. No, challenge yourself. And when you know how to challenge yourself, you will see someone who's just peaceful. See, you want someone to give you drama to feel like you're doing something in a relationship. Some of y'all think if you're not getting beat, if you're not getting lied to and cheat, this is too good for me. This is too good to be true. No. So you need that drama. Challenge yourself. Learn how to challenge yourself so that you won't pick up those broken projects. Many of us pick up all these project men and project women just because we don't know how to challenge ourselves. Let me tell you, when you are so focused on yourself and challenging yourself, let me tell you this right here. When you are challenging yourself, you ain't got time. Listen, you ain't got time to be focused on nonsense. You ain't got time to be playing those stupid games, to be chasing somebody else. You are constantly growing. You are constantly eating. You are constantly digesting good things. But many of us, we spend so much damn time with these project people feeling like we got to chase them around. And we spend 5-10 years chasing someone, right? We spend 5-10 years checking phones and checking messages and checking their emails and checking their cars and checking their drawers. We wasted all those time when we could have been invested in ourselves to match the frequency of another quality human being like we are. But no. We just want these projects. These broken down projects. You gotta stop this nonsense. And a lot of women doing this. You're picking up all these projects. Why would you want a man who ain't got nothing? You can't listen. Why would you want a man who has nothing? I'm not down in men. right? I'm not done with men. I don't know women. But a man who has nothing don't need a relationship. They need to get something first. Think about it. A man with nothing don't need a woman. He needs to become something first. And then when he finds something and when he finds himself, then I go look for the woman that I deserve. But for some reason, we want broken people because we want to fix them. If you want to fix somebody, it's because something inside of you is broken too. You hear all these dudes telling you all this stuff. You know, I ain't got this and I ain't got that. I ain't got a place to stay. I ain't got no car. I ain't got this. I ain't got no money. I ain't got this. And you think, oh my God, at least you're honest, but you look good. You look at you have potential. Same thing with women too. Ain't no difference. Women, listen, these days, women, listen, you're not victims anymore. You're not oppressed. I mean, to some degree you are. But you have your own stuff. You got your own job, your own life, your own career, your own money, your own house. Listen, if you ain't got nothing, you need to find something first before you find a man. Because a lot of women end up with men. How can I clear this inside of me? You need to start knowing who you are first. The thing is, we don't know who we are. We know everything but who we are. We seek every knowledge but who we are. We go to school and learn everything about, but we don't know who we are. We seek all this knowledge and people and things, but we never know who we are. We seek for everything besides knowledge of self. So we don't know who we are. So when you don't know who you are, you need certain things and certain people and certain traits in people to make you feel validated. This is why you go for broken people, because you want to fix them. A broken people need to be fixed, not seriously. A broken people needs to be fixed, not sexed, not in relationship, not committed. They need to be fixed. There's nothing wrong with fixing before you get out there, because if you don't fix, if you don't heal, and if you don't love self, and I don't know how we get so hurt in the first place, but I think the most attractive thing on a person these days is a person who is actually healed. Erica is because I'm your brother. Seriously, the most, listen, listen, let's be real. I don't care how sexy you are or how sexy you're not. Hey, it's daytime, how you doing? I mean, seriously, I don't care, right? I don't care how sexy you are, how beautiful you are, how unattractive you are. If you ain't healed, if you ain't got that spiritual glow, you can go somewhere else. I don't care how fine you are. You could be the most attractive person. I mean, men and women are broken. It's not just women. Men are, actually, I think there are more broken men than there are broken women. My battery about to die, and I ain't charging my phone because I don't want to stay on here for long. I got like 7% left. So if I go, just understand that I'm going again. I ain't coming back. But I'm saying, I just want to do a hello and welcome back since I'm here. But I'm telling you, I believe that there are more broken men than broken women, to be honest with you. Because nothing goes around breaking things if they're not broken. You know, no one goes around breaking people, inflicting pain, inflicting hurt, if they're not broken. You have to be broken to bring that kind of pain to people. Seriously. Let me tell you, man. You have to be broken. You have to be sad and hurt to go around spreading that illness around. Because as a healthy person don't go around spreading infection. You don't have the infection to spread, so you can't spread it. The thing is, we don't know how to love. And we don't know that it starts with us. Love starts with you. We call it self-love. But it's really the ability to understand love and to be okay with who you are and to be acceptant of who you are and knowing where you came from, knowing who you are, what peace feels like, right? What that glow feels like, what that spiritual love feels like. This is what love really is knowing where you are to where you are now. Damn. And when you love this, everything is what you start to attract all these beautiful things in your life. You start to connect to all these beautiful things. You start to connect to life itself. You start to connect at the source because you have the source energy. You start carrying the source frequency because the source frequency is love. So when you have love, you connect. And when you connect, the way how you feel when you connect, when you have a permanent hose or a permanent cable attached to you to that source itself. You cannot be miserable. You can't be angry. You can't be bitter. It's all love. It's just love keep flowing back and forth. It's a constant love. But the thing is, we don't have that love. So you haven't recognized it in you. So what we do, hey Atlanta man, how you doing, man? So what we do, we look for this love in other people. We look for this love that we should have inside other people. Let me say this again. We look for this love that we should connect to the source with. We look for it in other people. This is why we get disappointed. This is why when you give your all to that one person who can't give you back, who cannot reciprocate. Because listen, see, the thing about the source is this. The thing about God is this, the source or whatever you call it. When you connect to it, it's a constant download. So you keep getting reciprocated love. You get the respect. You get that love. You get that thing. You get it. It's a continuous travel. It's a continuous transfer. Right? You just keep trying. So you always reciprocated. You always feel powerful because it's always. But now we connect that to someone else that we should connect to God or to the source or whatever you call it. We connect that to this person. This person only have a limited amount of love because this person don't even love him or herself that much. They are limited. They are so limited that they can't give you back what they have. They only give a little bit. And even if they give you their all, it's still, they get empty. So now you got to keep trying to entertain them. You got to beg them. You got to, you can't go here. You can't go there. You can't speak to him. You can't speak to her because they're afraid to lose because you become their source. Anytime you become someone's source, you suffer. Anytime someone become your source, that's not the source itself, you suffer. You will, because nobody is here to stay forever. Nobody's here to stay. I'm telling you, nobody's here to stay. So if you make someone your source, you will always suffer. Don't make nobody your source. Nobody could be your source because they don't have enough within themselves to be able to give and receive. Only love comes from the source itself. So you got to connect to the source, and then the source gives you all this love, then you can share it with someone else. But if somebody wants your all, you don't have enough. Your all ain't yours. Your all can never be yours. Your all was never you. You don't even know what your all is. You have no idea what your all is yet because all you know of yourself is what you experienced in the past. So you don't even know you. Last relationship didn't even love himself. You know what? But to be honest, many of us don't love ourselves. We think we love ourselves, but many of us don't. I promise you. I want to explain this so much, but I don't think I can because I think many of us are going to misunderstand me, so I won't even try. But many of us don't. Listen. Trust me, the only reason why I knew this is because I've always said I love myself. But there was things in myself that I didn't accept. So, some of us don't even accept the bad parts of us. Some of us don't accept the things that we don't like about us. Some of us don't accept who we are fully. Some of us still don't like ourselves. I mean, some of us don't even like the way how we sound, the way our voice, the way how we feel. We don't like the way how we think. We don't like how we sleep. We don't like the way how we drool. We don't like much about ourselves. We think something is wrong with us. See what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta connect to the source first, Butterboo. That's right. Listen. I promise you. Let me tell you when you know that. Let me tell you when you know that. When you know that you are loved. Okay. Let me tell you when you know that you are loved. Not loved, but love. When you start to not feel, but when you start to know that, man, I am an amazing person. I can't bring pain to someone else. I refuse to bring pain to someone else. I refuse to bring hurt to someone else. Even though I love you, I know this won't end up right. Let me just back up. Sometimes love is the most unselfish thing that you could do. Sometimes you gotta let people go even though you want them so much, but you know that you're not making them the best that they can. This is what love is. It's not about you love is not about you. It's not all about you. It's what you give. See, attachment is what you take. Some of us want relationship because we want to take. Because we don't feel good within ourselves. So I want to take. I don't feel like I'm beautiful. So I'll take. I don't feel validated. So I'm jealous. I'm this. I need your time. I need all of you. No, that's not love. That's attachment. That's greed. That's selfish. Love is what you give. It's not what you take, it's what you give. And when you give and somebody who is loving themselves give you back, it's like the love becomes, love is perfect already, but this love becomes complete within both of you. That connection becomes real. The connection is even deeper. But many of us, we want someone to start off who has this chemistry. We want, if we don't find this person in the first date, I can't. Listen, many times the people that you want the most and the people who is the least bit that should be in your life is the same person. Sometimes the person that you love the most and the person that you need the least is the same person. Some of us, we love the person so much that hurts us. We love them the most. Why is this? Because you don't know how to let go and realize love is, even though I love you, listen. Some people are here to teach you a lesson. Some people are here to reflect who you are. Some people are here to reflect to you how you feel about yourself. See, that went over your head. That went over your head. Some people are here just for you to recognize what love is. Some people are here to remind you that you have love inside. So when they come to your life, you just felt overwhelmed. Oh my God, I love this person. Oh my God, he's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. I can't be without them. Some people come to remind you that you still carry that love within. Because that love that you feel, the love that you experience is your love. Some just come to remind you it's not for you to get hooked on it so that you can't leave them. Some people are here to remind you, listen, you deserve better. Some people are here because that's what you manifested. I'm just telling you. But we are so caught up with the person and we just forget the lesson. We never take the lesson. If you take the lesson, healing comes next. Seriously, when you take the lesson, healing is right on the way. Healing is like, hey, I got my lesson. What's next? But when you just take the damn beating and suffer, and how can you? No, you missed the point. Everybody ain't here for your forever. Some people are here just for your lessons. Everybody ain't here for your forever. Everybody is not your, listen, he or she was your season, not your forever. Seriously. But we want to take it personal. It's not personal. Sometimes you need that to spark you. Sometimes you need that person to leave your life so that you could start to invest back in your life. Because a lot of times, some of you all, boy, you met someone, you stop growing. You're so focused on them. You are so focused on them, what they're doing, what they ain't doing. You're so focused because you're in so much love. You're in so much this. You just so much in love. I don't know what you're in love with, but you're so much in love that you start to stop growing. Now, as soon as you leave the relationship, now you're back in school. You're going to look for a different job. You're back in the gym. Why? Because you stopped growing. Listen, let them jokers go. They were their distraction. Sometimes love looks like, sometimes a distraction can look like love. It's not always love. It's not always yours. Distraction comes wrapped up in love. It looks like love, but it's not love. Because love is what makes you grow. Love inspires. Love motivates. Love don't take away. Love don't make you feel unwanted. Love don't make you feel depressed or angry. Love don't make you feel all these things. Love inspires you. Love inspires you to love yourself even more. See, when you have love, you just want to grow. I think I have like 2% left. I'm telling you. See, when you have love in a relationship, it makes you just want to love yourself because you're wondering, like, you love me this much? Like, I must be worth it. I must be awesome. But many times we have people in our life that tell us, you ain't shit. You garbage. Love inspires. I love that, man. The love inspires. Yeah. We got people in our lives that, you ain't shit. You ain't never find nobody like me. And we get scared. We actually believe that garbage. We actually believe that. Now, he said, I won't find nobody like him. And you ask somebody these days, right? You ask somebody, hey, Leo, baby, how are you? I ain't plugging my phone. When it dies, it dies. I'm done talking when it dies. You know what I mean? You know, we ask somebody, why are you still in that relationship? That crappy, broken, because I don't know if somebody else is better. Who cares if someone else is better? The point is you're not happy now. You only have now. Tomorrow, even if tomorrow existed, it's not here yet. You gotta stop being miserable now. Wait, oh my God. What if I leave him and I can't find someone else? Listen, you see how stupid that is? You see how stupid that is? And I don't mean to make you feel bad, but that's very stupid. For you to think that something can't be replaced, let me tell you, sometimes, right, when the universe take something away from you, when the universe takes away something from you, it gives you something better. I promise you. And if it doesn't give you something better, it's because you're still holding on to the same energy. See, some of y'all don't release people. Some of y'all don't release people. Some of y'all don't want to release people from your life. That's why you end up with the same person again. Because when you see that person leaves you, but you're still holding on, so that same energy comes back into your life. You got to be able to release people from your life. Everybody ain't yours forever. Everybody ain't meant to be for you forever. Just because you might sleep, you might have slept with, your body count is kind of high, and you don't want another body count, but damn it, you're miserable now. Who cares if you slept with 20 men? Listen, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, right? I'm going to say the craziest thing, but understand what I'm saying. Understand this right here. If your body count means something, as far as if your body counts validates your worth, I am garbage. I promise you right now. I am garbage. Yeah, you're all so selfish. I'm telling you, if your body count, man, I don't know what it's thinking. If your body count determines your worth, I am garbage. And knowing that I'm not garbage, I know it's crap. I'm not, like, seriously. Listen, some of you all think I don't want a new body count. I don't want a new body count. But no, stop the nonsense. If you're not happy now is all that matters. If you are not happy now, I don't care if you think somebody is gonna come along. Some of you all really believe. Some of you all really believe that you can't find nobody better. And this is the reason why you can't find nobody better. Because you believe that. Seriously, because what you believe manifests in your life. What you believe manifests in your life. Some of you all don't even think that you all are worthy of a decent person in your life or a decent relationship. And some of you all have given up on relationships, period. Like, you're done. Who's done with relationships? Who's done? I don't think it's the best thing ever. I don't think it's the number one thing in life. I don't think it's the number one thing. Hold on. This is my man cave. Coming my man cave, and I gotta clean my man cave up. I just came from vacation. Some of y'all are done. Some of you are like, that's it, I'm done, I give up. But let me tell you why you give up. You give up because you're afraid. You give up because you don't think that you might be able to connect to the next one. Many of us, no, some of us ain't give up. Some of us just done because we don't want nobody else. We're done. We are complete, perfectly fine being single. Nothing wrong with that. But if you are single because of fear and because you're scared, then fear is what's controlling you. Some of you all, you believe in God so much, and you believe in fear so much that you don't know which one to take. You don't practice discerning spirits. You choose Buddha. You don't practice discerning spirits. You don't practice manifestation. You don't practice being silent. You don't practice being healed. You don't practice your inside work. So you are afraid. You don't know how to seek, or you don't know how to tell if somebody is decent or not, or if someone is for you or someone is not for you. You have no idea how to tell if someone is for you or if someone ain't for you. You have no idea. So you say, F it, I'm done. I'm keep trying. But let me tell you this. The reason why, listen, somebody said, I choose peace. Let me tell you this. Here's the problem. The people that you were with before didn't bring you peace. So when you think about a man, you see chaos. This is what, listen, the laws of the universe, the law of attraction. If you think a man is equal to chaos, cheats, lying, stealing, or whatever else, every time you say man, the universe connects those words to it. That's what it sends you. Seriously, here we go. If you always thinking that man is, because listen, it's your meaning behind things that makes it manifest. Your meaning behind it. It's not the word itself, it's the meaning behind it. It's the meanings. But if you define a man as a liar and a this and a thief, because what about a man that's not peaceful? Maybe he's the man that we chose before. Maybe it's the ones that you keep looking at. Maybe, what if you stop going? See, here's the trick. Here's the trick. Many of us have a type. Have a specific type. And if he doesn't look like this from the get-go, I don't want it. If he doesn't smile like this, I don't want it. If he doesn't carry this type of body, I don't want it. If he doesn't song like this, drive this, or live this, I don't want it. I don't want it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Many of us don't trust our own self. That's why you can't trust who you attract. Think about it. Think about it. Many of us don't trust our own decisions. This is why we're afraid. We are so fearful because we don't trust our. Listen, you take it too serious. Like, you take it too seriously. Where are they? They are all over the place. They are all over the place. I don't understand. I talk to men all the time. I'm not gay. I don't like men. I don't want men. But for some reason, men are in my inbox. Quality men who are in my inbox want advice, want this, want to know how to find a decent woman. How can you all not find them when they're finding me? I'm telling you, like attract likes. Like attract like. And many times, people lead with their bodies. People lead with their ass. Because the thing now, what's in is big ass and big breasts. If you don't have those, you feel it. You already feel insecure. If you don't have a lot of you all, if you don't have the ass and the breast to show, you already feel insecure. You already, it's like it's killing you inside, because that's what's in. So therefore, if you connect, if you lead it with your ass, you're gonna attract assholes. Seriously. Listen, Brooklyn, everything is easier said than done. Everything is easier said than done. You could say everything you want, and it's going to always be, because what comes out of the mouth is very easy to speak, and it's very hard. It's harder to do. But just because it's harder to do doesn't mean that it's really hard in real life. It's not hard. You just don't have you don't know how to. Listen, if you don't know how to, it doesn't mean that it's hard. It just means that you haven't done it yet. You don't know. You don't have the knowledge of it. We think it's hard. It's not that it's hard. It's that we are ignorant to those truths. Seriously. Good brothers are listening. One right there. A lot of times, these brothers on my live, they're decent. I mean, listen, that tickled you. But seriously, words are easier than action. Yeah, it's easier. Of course, we could always speak. But of course, because now with the action, you have to apply. Nobody wants to apply this stuff. Because when they're applying it, they're going to see something and it's going to just distract them. And they'll, oh my God, the fear comes back up. It's like when Peter was walking on the water. If Peter was focused on the waves, he would have sunk instantly. But no, he had to keep that faith. When Christ walked on the water, he had to know, no matter what the water looks like, I'm going to keep my faith, because that's not my business. See, many times we cannot apply the knowledge. So we think it's hard. Nothing is hard. We just need to understand. We have no understanding of these things. The law of attraction / vibration tells you exactly what to do. And I gave this class before. Nothing is hard. It's just unknown to you. Doesn't mean it's hard. There's nothing hard in this world. Everything is easy. There's nothing hard. It might take a while to get it. It might take a while to study. It might take a while to understand it, because our minds are so limited and so used to what we already know. But the crap that you already know is not working for you. So dump that and get new stuff. When's your next class? I don't know. I don't know. We have the knowledge. We have to try to gain it. Yeah. We don't want to. We are afraid to apply this stuff because we're afraid to get hurt again. You know, that. Again, if you learn your lesson and focus on the lesson, you can see what's coming next. Like seriously, like if you focus on the lesson, you understand the future. If you focus on the lesson from the past, you understand the future. Because it's the lesson that dictates how you do next. The lesson is what teaches you what to do better next time. Listen, failure don't exist. New stuff from where? How do you detach? Hey, friends, how are you doing? How do you detach and start loving yourself and connecting with Source? Oh, man, that's a great question. That's a great question. How do you detach? Detach from what? Like, what are you detaching from? How do you detach from what? Because it depends on what you attach to. And you know what, though? To be honest, I get a lot of those questions. How do you start loving yourself? Loving yourself is a decision that you're going to make. It starts with a decision. Loving yourself says the first step of loving yourself. Oh, from a narcissist. Oh, man. Where you find these narcissists from? You know, 1 in every 200 men are narcissists. Where do you all find these? Continuously. And listen, I don't mean to be rude. This is not me being rude. I'm just... 1 in every 200 men are narcissists. 0.05% of America is narcissists. 0.05%. No! 0.05%. If you keep attracting narcissists every single time, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. They're out there, but narcissists is not what we think they are. You see, a lot of times we think if a man don't want you, if a man lie, if a man cheats, it's narcissist. If a man... Listen, people cheat and people lie. I don't mean they're narcissists. All of us are narcissists. We are all narcissists. 1 in every 200 men is narcissist. 1 in every 200. That's 0.05% of this country is narcissist. How do we keep finding this 0.5% when there's 99.05 left or 99.5 left? How do we keep finding them? I'm telling you, look at your statistics. Look at the statistics. We are all talking about narcissists. I don't think we know what a narcissist is. Listen, just because a man drain your energy doesn't mean that you're a narcissist. Narcissist is all... Sometimes people just don't want you and you just don't want to let go. So you hold on forever thinking that they're going to change. Sometimes you drain your own battery. Sometimes you drain your own battery. You know what I mean? Sometimes you drain your own battery holding on to something dead. If you hold on, if you connect your car battery to a dead battery, you're going to drain your battery. Seriously. I'm serious. If you hold on your life, if your life is holding on to something that's dead, a person who is dead spiritually, dead mentally, dead morally, you're going to be drained. They don't mean that they're narcissists. It means that you're holding on to something that you should let go. The problem is not narcissists. The issue is we don't know how to let go. We have no idea how to let go because we wait hoping that they might change. One of the hardest decisions. I'm sure many of them won't diagnose as narcissists. I'm sure they won't. I think we diagnose these men as narcissists. How do you detach? Number one, I teach my son. My son is 6 years old. I teach my son. Son, if this is not doing right, if it's not growing you, if it's not making you feel better, leave it alone. I don't care how much you like it. I don't care how much emotional attachment you are to it. If it's not right for you and it's draining your body, let it go. That's the first thing. See, many of us have the knowledge, but we don't apply it. How do you stop? People asking me, how do you get so conscious? Because if I know something is wrong, I don't do it. I might want it, but I don't do it. I leave it alone because I understand in the future, this one thing might bring me hell. In the future, I know for a fact, we think is a science behind all these things. Ain't no damn science. Listen, I don't care what these people tell you. These counselors, I don't care what they tell you. Adults know, if I touch this damn fire, it's going to burn me. Letting go, yes, your mind is going to bring up, oh my God, I miss them. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean that they deserve to be in your life. Understand this. Just listen, I don't care how bad they were to you, you will miss them. Because naturally, when you leave someone, let me tell you what the mind does, okay? When you leave someone, let me tell you what the mind does. Hercules. The mind, the ego part of the mind brings up good memories because it knows that you are about to be in a changed world. Your life is about to change, right? Your ego hates changes. Understand what I just said? Your ego hates changes. If you are not dying, Hercules, right? If you are not dying, your ego is trying to hold on. Your ego is holding on to that one character, that one identity that you created. Okay? Your ego is, that's why you say, if I want to quit smoking in 5 years, or by next week I want to stop smoking. Your ego is just building. It start to build because now you don't want to, because you're not dying. So your ego start to be like, well, maybe I should smoke 2. Maybe I should stop from 5 to 2. You know what? Nah, you know what? Yeah, never mind. I ain't ready yet. I could stop. Because the ego, every time you're about to change, that's why it's so hard to change. Because the ego stops you and blocks you from changing because of fear. The ego, when you are about to change, the ego has no identity to be comfortable with, to be comfort in with. Your ego is afraid. Your ego is like, I don't know who I am. Your ego needs an identity. I need y'all to understand. This is psychology. This is science. This is spirituality. This is all one-on-one. Y'all need to pay me. When you are about to change, before you go in this wilderness of change, when you don't know who you are, you start to see, oh my God. The ego is like, if I don't know who I am, what can I do? Where can I go? What am I going to do? Oh, shoot. So you start to panic. You know what I'm saying? You start to panic. So now you're like, you know what? Let me just stay here because this is what I know. Your ego is hate changes. This is why it's so hard to let go from a narcissist or from anything or from cigarettes or from alcohol. Your ego hate to change. So now when you have this narcissist in your life, you think it's a narcissist. I know them jokers. A real narcissist, they do things to you. They manipulate the hell out of you. They go to the extreme. They not just lie and cheat. I'm talking about they go to the extreme. Maybe I ain't talking about those cases. Maybe if they were trying to threaten your life, I ain't talking about that in this message. I'm just talking about sometimes it's so hard to let go and detach. Because it's so hard to detach because our ego don't know who we're going to be. Because let me tell you this. When Moses and his people was in the wilderness, they kept going back to the slavery. This is what this means. This is what this story was telling us. The story is not about damn Moses and the damn Israelites. The story is about you. Okay? The story is about you. Look at the story and read it to you. Every time we try to go to a better place, right? We always going to hit a wall and we're going to want to go back to what we know. We're going to go back to what we know. Because that's what our ego is identified with. This is what I know, yes. I know they was beating us, but they love us because they fed us too. They give us a house. So our mind always go back to every time we're leaving someone, our ego go back to the time when they were good, to the beginning. Well, maybe he could be good again. Maybe she could be good again. Maybe this. Because that's how it is. It goes back to the familiar. That's the word right there. To the familiar. The mind only focuses on the familiar. So now, when Moses was in the wilderness, them jokers, you there looking at Moses, people like, oh my God, this is stupid. They build their own cow to worship. That's so stupid. Listen, look at what you're doing. Just look at what you're doing and understand this. Don't judge Moses. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. As soon as something bad happens, as soon as something look unfamiliar, we going back. The wilderness, it is the hardest place to be. Because because now you are going from a place where you don't understand. No, it's you and the source. It's you and God. It's you and your intuition. It's you and your feelings. It's you and your gut feelings. There's nobody else there. Now you're scared. This is why we don't like changes. Because now we don't know what's to come. So now when Moses was in the wilderness with his people, it's like, oh my God. I don't know this. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. Like what should we do, Moses? Moses, come on, man. You brought us this far. Oh, Moses, you brought us this far. We ain't got no water? Negro, we ain't got no water, Negro? Like, what the hell? I'm going back. So imagine all these thousands of people just struggling. Listen, man. If you know something don't bring you health, this is your business. If you know you're not happy, and if you know it's draining you, and if you know you're unhappy with it, that is how you do it. You let it go. But what we want a 10-step lesson. Seriously, we want a 10-step lesson. How to do it. Sometimes there is no 10-step lesson. The lesson comes from your knowledge. What I know, if I know better, I do better. That's it. That is it. You want a 10-step lesson to do something that you could do instantly. Nobody is forcing you. You all there making decisions, but your decisions that you're making, you don't like them. Then stop making them and change your decisions. You hold on to dead ass weight. Just dead. Just dead. That's why you're being drained. If you carrying dead weight, you carrying two people. It's gonna be dead. The lesson is all. And you know what though? The lesson the lesson sometimes is disguised as hard, but it's a lesson that you need. It's a lesson that's necessary because this is why human beings are self-evolved. Human beings are self-evolved. Seriously, we are. And you won't hear people talking like me because people think everything is so complicated. Everybody thinks that people are so complicated that we can hear you downloading all of this light. Thank you. Thank you. You know, people think everything is complicated. You know, life is the simplest thing that you could ever experience is life. Pure life is simple. Pure life, you ain't got to do nothing to get it. Pure life, you ain't got to do extra to get it. Love and life, you ain't got to do nothing to get it. It's just there. Waiting for you. Just there. Life is just there. Happiness is just there. You ain't got to do nothing to have it. Just like your kids. Listen, you ain't got to do nothing extra. It's there, it's right there, but you can't see it because you are so blinded from your pain and your anger and your hurt. You are blinded for your unforgiveness, so you can't see it. But it's just right there. Saying, hey, I'm right here, but it's so soft and subtle and so sweet. You're like, nah, it can't be this simple. I can't. All I have to do is let him go? Nah, I can't. Nah, I don't believe that. It gotta be something I need to do. No. There's nothing else you need to do. I promise you that. I promise you that. There is nothing that you need to do. The lessons that we as self-evolved humans go through is what we need. The reason why we go through these things is because subconsciously we have to. That's how we learn. See, your spirit knows that you're going to learn these things. Because your spirit was here before. Your spirit is eternal. Soul is eternal. It don't die. Your body dies. But we were here for a long time before our body came into existence. So you have to go through these things physically so that you can learn the lesson. Be happy when somebody walk out of your life because now you know that they was gonna go anyways. Listen, you got to stop being so mad. What you angry for? Am I reading you, Janelle? Listen, why are we angry? People gonna go. Just wait until they go. Just enjoy them until they go. But you hear, but you hear the whole time you with them, you angry. So why you with them in the first place? If the whole time you with them you angry, then let go of that. Just let go. But if you with someone, enjoy them until they go. Don't just not enjoy them and then don't enjoy them even more when they go. You're just making yourself hurt. I mean, seriously, we're making ourselves even hurt even more. Because you fail to just let go. Let go of your own self. Let go of your expectations. Let go of what you think it should look like. Just be free. Just be open. Just let life live through you. But how do you detach from someone if something don't bring you power? If it don't bring you love? If it don't bring you... Because nothing brings you peace. You bring things peace. So things don't bring you peace. You have to be peaceful first. Peace is a foundation. You have to be... See, when you are peaceful, everything around you becomes peaceful. When you are peaceful, you don't go out there and make drama. Seriously, when you're peaceful, you don't go out there looking for peace. Because you already have the peace. You already have the peace. So now everything that you do, your actions create more peaceful things. See, when you build on the foundation of peace, everything that you build becomes peaceful. So now you can enjoy your peace everywhere you go. Does that make sense? The problem is we want something or someone to bring peace. No, ain't nobody bringing you peace. That's your choice. I don't care where. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. That peace have to be there from the foundation of time. That peace have to be there from the get-go. You have to be peaceful so that when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you're like, hey, I see you. But this I have to control. I have to control this. I have to control the inside. I can't control outside of me. I can't control what goes on around me. I can't control my past relationships, my past. I only could control inside. You got to be able to trust yourself. Let go of all those hurtful things that happened to you in the past, in your relationship. If you want another one, you have to be able to let go and become peaceful, be at peace with it, and then peace is going to be drawn to you. You want to find peace in the same place that brought you hell. How do you find peace in the same place that brought you hell? You want to find love in the same place that took your love, the little bit of love that you had. The little bit of love that you had. You want to find it there still. It took it. It's gone. It ain't coming back. Somebody stole it. And he's not returning it or she's not returning it. Let it go. Sometimes the best thing to do is start over. But this time when you start over, let go of the bitterness. Just take the bitterness and just throw it away, right? Look in yourself. You see anger? I see anger. Throw it away. I forgive you. Throw it away. Carry that burden off. I'm not bitter no more because I understand that this was my lesson. Not my forever. It was my lesson. Throw it away. And when you throw it away, you feel like, oh, I'm so light. And when you become light, you start walking in the clouds, right? When you become light, right? Listen, when you become light, you start to walk in the clouds. I'm walking on sunshine. That's when you meet that person who's walking on cloud 9 with you. You're going to meet the others that's walking, and that's when you start to recognize you are on cloud 9. You can't even fake cloud 9. You can't fake happiness. You can't fake peace. You can't fake consciousness. You can't fake spiritual. You can only fake it to someone who don't understand it. To understand it, you have to have it. You have to be it. So that when something don't feed it, you feed off. No, not you. No, not you. Yes, you. But you have to become the epitome of what you desire. You have to be peaceful first. When you start walking on cloud 9, the people that you're going to meet are on cloud 9 too. Because you cannot meet people below you. You think you're scared to death talking about, well, everybody I met. No, step up. I don't care what you have. I don't care if you have a house or a car. I don't care about what job you have and your career you have. I don't care about your education. I'm educated, so I need a man or a woman who's educated. No, that don't work. Because educated people, still garbage. You can't teach me science and math and English and I become spiritually healthy. No, cut that crap out. I can't find myself with education. No, not no worldly education. Not no education of how to make money. Yeah, it's good, but it's not. It doesn't make me find myself. I know Africa is there, Asia is there, Europe is there. I know that, but it doesn't make me find myself. I still don't know where I'm at. Listen, you got to become the epitome of what you desire, and so that when you feel it, it connects to you. So your frequency shifts. You feel that vibration just, this is it. This is how you know. But many of us don't know because we don't become the epitome of what we desire. We just become what somebody desire. We don't become what we desire. We become what they desire. Because you don't know yourself yet. I'm telling you, we don't know ourselves. So we become anything just to fit anybody's, just to make them feel better. We're so scared to be ourselves. Like we are so afraid to be ourselves. We are so afraid to be free from all this drama. We think that if we hold on to our anger and hold on to our bitterness, That means I know where I'm from. No. That's not where you're from. You're from love and peace. You hold on to love and peace. I don't care who do you wrong. I don't care who do you wrong. Don't let nobody do you wrong enough to let go of your peace and your love. Because your love and your peace is more valuable to you than your anger and your pain. Let me say that again. Did you all miss that one? Did you all miss that one? Don't let... Listen, man. Don't let nobody switch and give you their anger and their pain. No. Your love and your peace is more valuable to you than the anger and the unforgiveness. But it's hard to have both. You can't have both. You can't have them together. One has to go. Which one are you giving up? And when you take it... See, many of us are carrying things from years ago. Many of us are carrying things from years and years ago. Many of us are carrying things from years and years and years ago. We're carrying pain and hurt from years and anger from hurt from our father leaving. Some of us carrying our father's pain, our father's issues with us. Some of us are carrying our father's mistakes. That's why every man that you're going to meet is going to have the same mistakes because you are so attached to his mistakes. Now all you see is the mistakes, but you can't get rid of it because that's what you focus on. We're carrying our father's mistakes. Father left you, so now you don't trust nobody. Your father left you, so you think everybody could, gonna walk away. And if you think everybody's gonna walk away, subconsciously you begin to create unconsciously, but subconsciously, you begin to create circumstances to push people away without you even knowing. You carrying your father's mistake. This is from birth. Some of us have issues that we haven't healed from birth. Hey, Miss Glenda. From birth. Because you don't know how to deal with it. Because you think this is me. That's not you. That's just something that you have observed. Something that you ate and you think is you. You digested it and you think this is me. This is not you. That's the pain. The pain and you is two different people. It's two different entities, two different energies. You are not your pain. And you are not your past. And you are not your experience. What you are today. You are now. You are right now. You ain't the past. You are now. See, if you're the past, you're going to be drained. Because the past is gone. The past is dead. You are dead. You are walking around here dead every day. That's why you're afraid. A dead person has to be afraid. Because when life meets a dying person, you don't know what to do. But when life meets a person who's living today, listen, that life energizes this life today, and you become so amazing. You become powerful because life and life makes a better life. But life and death, hey, confused. Today you choose life, tomorrow you choose death. You don't know what you want. I'm telling you. Some of you are so afraid. You are so afraid to start over because you think I am my pain. I am my past. My past make me become who I am. No. Make the lesson teach you. You need to make the lesson teach you. Learn from the lesson. Don't take the past. Don't take the experience. You take the lesson. It's a lesson that counts. Because when you take the lesson, see, I remember when I was in first grade, equivalent to first grade back in the Caribbean, I was doing long division. Right? In first grade. And I was messing up my long division. And my mom, I think I was playing. And my mom came behind me and looked at what I was doing. You know when your mom over your shoulder, looking at what you're doing? You start acting right now. She got the belt in her hand. Boy, my mom spanked me. My mom beat me with the belt. I ain't mess up again. I learned that damn long division like it was this. No, I know everybody don't learn the same way. I'm talking about me. I picked up the damn, hey, survivor, how are you? I picked up the long division like it was nothing. Because when life already beat you, when this thing has beat you down and make you crazy and make you sad and make you lose hope, it makes you lose yourself, it makes you lose your focus, it makes you lose your direction, your purpose, your motivation, it makes you lose sight of who you are. Why would you do it again? Why would you do it again? Why? I don't know how not to. How do you not know how to? What do you expect? You learn from knowledge. Don't touch the stove because it's hot. Now go ahead and touch it. If you touch it, it's on you. Bam. Now I bet you want to ask me, Kirk, I don't understand how not to touch. I don't understand how not to touch it. If you don't know how not to touch it, and you need a 10-step program in not touching the stove, you have issues. Because the lesson from touching the stove, you know what to look for. If you feel heat, leave it alone. If you feel heat and you see the fire is on and you know it's hot and you understand the pain and you know the suffering that comes with it, you stop. Listen, with all your failed relationship, the one thing you're missing is trusting yourself. And I made a video this morning, and I said in the video, because it makes sense to me, everybody, you hear a lot of women especially, see a lot of videos, see a lot of women making videos, right? Yep, happy Pride Month. You see a lot of women on videos speaking on this is why I'm single. All men are this. See, don't lie to me. Don't just, like, how dare you men? Men are this. I see a lot of videos on that. It doesn't bother me. And it doesn't offend me. I don't care about it. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't offend me. I could still like it. I could still comment. I don't feel anything by it because you're not talking about me. I know who I am. I hit dog holler. Men are like this. And the reason why you keep attracting those men is because you keep speaking about those men. You speak about them all the time, so of course you create them. What you speak is what you create. Listen, it's not about what you don't want. It's about if you speak it, your subconscious mind don't know what to take and what not to take. Your subconscious mind has no power over what you receive and what not, or what you don't receive. But if you're speaking about men and you only connect men to all these things, that's what you got. What else can you have? When you're praying to God, what do you ask God for? Things that you don't want? I don't want. Dear Father, Father of Jacob and Goliath and Adam and Eve, Father of, why we only, number one, why when we pray we only call them people? How come we don't say Father of my mom and Father of that sinner and the God of Pharaoh and the God of Moses? Why we gotta only speak on God of Jesus and the God of, it ain't God of everybody. But anyways, let me get to the point. We waste so much time calling God, Father of the universe, merciful and whatever else. I don't want $15. That's too much. That's not enough. And I don't want a small house. That's not enough either. And I don't want, no, that's not how you pray. If that's how you pray, because if that's how you speak in life, if that's when you, if when you speak, every time you speak, you think that's different from praying? Because when you speak to yourself, you speak to the God inside of you. The God hears you. When you speak, your words multiply. See, when you speak, you think that your words don't mean crap. See, you don't see the power in your words. You don't understand how your words and your consciousness come together. You don't understand that your word is what creates. You don't understand that there's a power in your tongue that you can multiply or you could divide. See, you don't understand that it is so powerful when you speak. See, you think that only when I mention the name of God or when I'm praying, God, you think that's the only thing that counts. No. Your self-talk counts. Your self-thoughts count. Because if you ask God, I need $100,000, but you stop talking and your mind starts to think, I don't think I could have it though. It still counts. You can't. Well, I don't think I could have it, but I could ask it anyway. That's all. So you hear all these women talking about, especially women. Men this, men that, men. You blocking yourself. You blocking yourself. Because this world, the duality of this world, if there's an up, there has to be a down. If there's good, there has to be bad. If there's right, there has to be left. If they're tall, they have to be short. Because in our reality, we think those words describe people or things. Those words only describe each other. Do you know those words don't describe things for real? They describe each other. Because everything's relative. You use a word, I like you. Well, that means you don't like someone else. I look up to you. That means you look down on someone else. All those words are opposites. Those words don't mean nothing. It really don't. To you, it means something. To you, it means something. You know what I mean? See something. But I'm saying, we think that we could speak out. As long as we speak out, but we could think nonsense. We stay up all night thinking all this garbage. Oh my God. I can't sleep. I'm just thinking all these things. Listen. Yeah, some of you all probably can't. But what's the quote I said just the one time? You might not be able to control the amount of time that you think, but you can control your thoughts. You can control what you're thinking. You could change your thoughts. Some thoughts ain't good for you. Some thoughts are. If you understand how strong your thoughts are, I prayed for you spiritual love and it showed up in a man 30 years younger and I recognize him. Hey, listen. If that's what it is, that's what it is. And if people, I mean, listen, a lot of times we listen to people. Like we listen to people. We listen to people because we think people have it figured out. We think all these people on social media, we think all these people who call themselves professional, we think all them people who are doctors and lawyers and who are educators, we think all them people who are spiritual and pastors and religious, we think they have life figured out. There's nothing to figure out. No one has life figured out. So that's why you're going to be comfortable in your decisions and live it because no one has it figured out. But you know one thing. If I do this bad's going to happen. If I do this, I might like the results. If I mess with this guy, he say he don't want a relationship, this might end up bad. If I want this guy, he might not be the best looking guy, but he really loves me. Maybe this might work out. Listen, nobody has this thing figured out because there's nothing to figure out. Nothing at all to figure out. It's impossible because life is just neutral. Life is just a neutral. This is life. What's to figure out? Only human beings want to figure out life. Only humans. The ants ain't trying to figure life out. The chicken outside ain't trying to figure life out. The donkey ain't trying to figure it out. The elephant and the whale is not trying to. The stars and the moons and the trees ain't trying to figure out. They're living every day as they should. Human beings, you can't even enjoy the damn day. That's why you hate everything. That's why you can't enjoy each moment. That's why you always run away. That's why you're always miserable. That's why you're always unhappy. That's why you have depressional issues. That's why you have anxiety issues because you cannot enjoy each moment. If you have somebody in your life, you're thinking negative, you create those circumstances. See, many times we have relationships and in our minds we create chaos. We create doubt. We start seeing the bad things. We start thinking bad things. And we don't even know that we're creating those bad things. Listen, if I'm connected to you, I want us to know one thing. Okay? Two strangers on an elevator. Okay? I want us to think about this right here. Think about this right here. You are listening? Listen to this real quick. I want you to listen to me real quick. Don't stop commenting for 1 second and just listen to me. Makes complete sense. Okay? Listen. Two strangers on an elevator. Only two strangers. One of the person is like, I feel like this person is looking at me. Like, I feel the energy in the elevator. I don't like the vibe. And then you start looking at this person who you don't know. Like, I don't like you. Like, Then the person walked out, person rolled their eyes at you. And that's when you get it. Like, this is why. There's two strangers feeling each other's energy. Feeling each other's energy. Two strangers. Imagine when you are connected spiritually to someone in a relationship. Imagine if you have thoughts on them cheating, them doing this, they're liars, they're stealers, they're this, they're garbage. Imagine what they are feeling. Imagine what you are creating, even if that's not the case. But imagine what they are taking or download. See, when you have a connection, you upload and you download things. Let me stop this dude real quick. Imagine when you have connections, right? You upload and you download information every single day. Every minute you upload and download and stuff because you are connected. Now we have relationship. Hey Ray Boss, how you doing? We have relationship that we keep downloading this negative energy, this untrusting. I don't trust you. I don't like you. You so I don't. Imagine what the other person's feeling, and we don't even understand this. So now we are actually creating our own breakups. We are creating our own drama. We are creating sometimes our own situationships. I'm telling you, stop your mind, shut it off. Learn how to shut off your mind because you creating things that you don't like. Seriously, you creating things in your life, in your relationship that you don't like. And when you start thinking this nonsense, guess what happens? It starts to manifest. Listen, your thoughts manifest. The reason why you see 1111, who am I talking to? The reason why you are seeing 1111, who am I speaking to? Who am I speaking to? The reason why you are seeing 1111 is this right here. I need a drink here and this. See, you need a drink here and this. The reason why you are seeing 1111 is because the universe or God or your angels is telling you that your thoughts are being manifested. It's saying, be careful what you are thinking because you're going to start seeing the evidence of your thoughts becoming a physical reality. It's reminding you, telling you, be careful about what you think. Be careful about what you speak. Be very careful. So now, the reason why is that everything that you speak begin to manifest. 1111 says, listen, everything that you're thinking, you're going to create. How do you shut your mind off? Let's play something. Let's do something with you, okay? 333, I'll talk about it differently. 333 is the Trinity. That everything, that's saying that everyone is with you. That means that, as we call it, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost is with you. Like you are guided. Trust your path. Trust yourself. So 333 says, everyone, the world is with you on your path. Just keep going. Just trust you. Trust your path. God is with you. Your angels are with you. Whatever spirits are with you. Your ancestors are with you. Keep going. So that's 333. Everything is about to become a great creation. I'm not going to speak about numbers right now. No. No, hold on. We're not going to speak about 333. We're not going to speak about numbers, okay? Just hear me for a second. What was I saying? Before somebody asked me what's 333. What was I saying? Hey, Mindums, what's good? How you doing? Mindums. What was I saying before I spoke about 333? How to shut off your brain. Okay. Let's try one thing and then I'm going to get off of here, okay? Because I've been talking too long. I've been talking too long. Okay. I've been talking too long. I'm going to talk about this for a few minutes and then I'm going to how to stop thinking. Okay, got it. All right. You all want to do a little a little experiment real quick? You all want to do a little experiment? Okay, here we go. Understand this. Your body, I keep saying this, your body is a memory, okay? Your body, you are a memory. Your body is a memory. All you are is a memory. You carrying things and genes and genetic codes and nose and eyes and body parts of your great grandparents that you have never seen, you don't know. It's just, the earth is a memory. Everything that's been here for over the millions of years and billions of years, that you are the earth, okay? So your grandfather came in existence, your great-grandfather, he came, he died, he went to the earth, you picked up the same genetics, the same memory, and you bam. So now, you have experienced certain things, you have been to certain things. So many times, since your body is a memory, you're going to bring up these memories and things are going to come to your mind because your brain is a physical part. Your brain is a physical earth also. Your brain is a physical earth. So a lot of things build into your mind that you are fed it. Okay? You're building to your mind. So when a thought comes, here's the problem. When a thought comes, you entertain the thoughts because you think that it still exists. Does it still exist? It means your body remembers. It's okay to remember. It is okay to remember. If your child died, or if your mother died, or if your it's okay to remember them. But when you start dwelling on those thoughts, like it is right now, you start to lose right now and dwelling on those thoughts. Now your energy begins to dwindle. Your energy, you begin to lose power. Because now you are actually literally traveling back in time where there's no energy existing. The past has no energy, okay? And I want to say all this just to get to the point. The past has no energy. It has no power. The only power that exists is power is in right now. Only right now has right now energy, okay? So many times we think about something or a thought comes to us. We don't even think about it. A thought comes to us and we think, oh my God. You entertain it. You start to focus on the thought. Thoughts are only the past or future. When you are in the present moment, there are no thinking. There are no thoughts. When you are in the present moment, there's no such thing as a thought. Because the thoughts cannot live in the now. Thoughts are what you already know. If you already know what you already know, why you keep thinking about it? Makes no sense, right? And tomorrow ain't coming yet. But we are so afraid and we worry so much that we thinking about tomorrow. So, the best way to stop our minds, and this is a practice. Close your eyes for a second. Close your eyes for a second. I want everybody to try this right here. Just close your eyes. This is why people meditate. Close your eyes. Nobody should be texting. Nobody should be commenting. Close your eyes for a second. And as you close your eyes, I want you to take 10 deep breaths. Just breathe 10 times. Just try it again. Just try it. 10 deep breaths. Now, as you are breathing and breathing out, look, feel your stomach, feel your chest, feel your stomach if it goes out and goes back in. Just feel your stomach go in, feel it go back out. Feel it go in as you breathe out, feel it go out as you breathe in. Pay attention to your stomach. Then I want you to take your mind and go to your inside. To your inside. Feel how it feels as your body takes that good oxygen. Feel how beautiful it feels. To pay attention to the oxygen level. Feel like how it's just doing so good to your body as you breathe new fresh air and breathe out the toxins. Now open your eyes for a second. Open your eyes for a second. Keep breathing. Here sneak out. Here's the thing, right? When is the last time, right? When is the last time you focused on what's going on right now with you? When is the last time you focused on your breathing? When is the last time you thought about breathing? When is the last time you thought about your heartbeat? When is the last time you told yourself, thank you? My body, my heart, my chest, my lungs. When is the last time you pay attention to our lungs? When you are focused on what's going on right now, there's no thinking. Living in that, yeah, exactly. When you are focused on the right now and you feel that air and that good ass prana going through your body, and you focus on your body using that air for the best, there's nothing to think about. So you ask me, how do you stop thinking? This is one practice. Focus on the now. When the thought comes to you, it will come to you. Because if you're walking down the street and you smell, when you smell that nice pastry or that nice McDonald's or the nice meat, your mind's going to go to that meat. It's okay. It's a memory. It's all right. Nothing bad. Just come back. Just bring it back. How do you stop thinking? When you realize that you are thinking, because many times you don't even realize that you are thinking, because your mind is doing it involuntarily. Just like how your heart is beating involuntarily, just like how your kidneys are working involuntarily, just like how your heart is actually beating involuntarily, your mind, if it's doing involuntarily too, then you're not thinking. Thinking is happening to you. So you gotta start thinking and control your thoughts. To control your thoughts, and it's not a good thing to shut your mind off. You don't want to shut your kidneys off, right? You don't want to shut your lungs off. You don't want to shut your heart off. So why shut your mind off? It's not good to shut your mind off. Change your thoughts. How do you change your thoughts? That's a weird question. How do you change your thought? That's a weird question. If you cannot generate thoughts that you want, something is off. You cannot ask me how to change your thoughts. You control them. You have to be able to control and be in control of your own thoughts. If you cannot be in control of your own thoughts, then you cannot be in control of your life. Because when you think, it disturbs your emotions. And when you start to feel the emotion, then your feelings change. Your frequency drops. You lost control. You got to be able to control your thoughts so that you increase your frequency. You feel better. You got to be able to control your thoughts. Just because a negative thought comes to you doesn't mean that you have to stay and dwell on it. Oh my God. No, it's not true. Your thoughts are the past. Your thoughts are the past. Your thoughts is the past or the future. It's not real. It's just thoughts. Your thoughts ain't facts. A matter of fact, the things that you have experienced, understand this right here, okay? I want you to understand this one thing, okay? You change your thoughts on purpose. I love that. You change your thoughts on purpose. On purpose. I need you all to understand one thing. Thoughts gonna come to you every minute. They're gonna come to you every minute. Thoughts gonna come, then they're gonna go. I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot after I read that thing, man. Hey Beverly, how are you? Thoughts is not a bad thing to think, but you have to understand what it does to you. If you have knowledge, which I'm going to tell you right now, if you have knowledge of what a thought does to you, you will control your thoughts, or you will get it under control. Thoughts are very strong. Your thoughts are energy. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was going to say, man. It was a, Jesus, I totally forgot. I forgot what I was saying. Thoughts are just thoughts. Yeah, they are not fact. Oh yes. So understand this right here, right? Man, somebody's paying attention. Thank you, Tiffany. Your thoughts ain't facts. A matter of fact, your experiences that you have experienced. Listen to this right here. This is going to blow your mind, but it's so simple. Your experiences that you have experienced so far, the anger and the hate and the pain and your circumstances and all these things, remember, how you perceive them really ain't facts. See, you perceive about 10%. See, you go in from a 10% thing and you bring in your emotions. Oh, you missed some good stuff, Leo. You taking your emotions, your pain, your faith, your hope, your belief, your thoughts, your past, and you put it into that one simple thing. Hey, Passion Creek, you put in all that perception, all this ideology of what you think it means, and all this, and you create this big blast of energy, and now it makes you suffer. You suffer in your own damn mind. You suffer in yourself. What you are thinking about is not even big. It's just you are taking your perception, and you know your perception is not really real. Your perception is how you process life. Your perception is part of your past. Your perception is just something that you think is right. It doesn't mean it's right. So now you got to learn that how to take things for what they are. And most of these things ain't much. Most of these things don't work that much. It don't weigh that much. But since we are so emotional, we are so angry, we are so hurt, now you taking everything that you experience and you put all that hurt and the anger and all these crap that you experience, and your perception just changed, and now you make this thing into a bigger thing. So now when you think about it, you bring back listen, when you think about something, I need you to understand this. When you think about something, you are literally time traveling. Okay? Your body is here, but you are not. You are not present. When you are not present, you know what happens? Strange things and strange creatures climb into your home. They take over your home. They move into your home because you are not present. You're gone. You're on vacation permanently. This is why if you are depressed or anxious or suffer from all those things, you are not present. So sickness comes. All this crap comes. Illnesses. All these things start moving in because you are not there to fight them off. Does that make sense? We are not present. Hey, thank you, B-Dub. We are not present. Many of us ain't present at all. Many of us are still looking back. Every time you go to the past, you time travel. And when you time travel, what you do, let me tell you what you do. Let me tell you what you do. When you time travel, you reach back in time of something that no longer has any power. That's dead. It has no power, it has no strength, and it has no effect. It's just laying dormant there. You reach back and you grab onto that past memory and you bring it back into the now. And now every perception, every thought, every past, everything that you attached to it before comes back into your right now moment. What's up, Detroit? It comes back into your present moment. So now you start to feel all sick all over again. You start to feel sad all over again. This is why you feel sad again, because you're bringing it to your right now. But the thing is, that thing has no power. So what it's doing is draining your battery. It's draining you. Because it's already dead, but you give it back life. You are literally giving it your life. Resurrection. You are literally bringing it back. And you're talking about you can't create life. You could create life. You give that memory life. You give that past life again. You actually took that past and bring it into a right now moment, and you are giving it your life. That's why you are tired. You can't sleep because now that's alive. Now all you can think about is this. All you can feel is this. The emotions are powerful because now you give it all your life. Now you are drained. You have nothing left. Listen, if it's a transfer of energy, once you give something your life, you're going to end up with that death. It's a transfer of energy. See, you all think that you all could just do as you all please and think about and create things and bring things back without having consequences? Oh man, please. Everything that you do in life has a consequence. Everything you do has a consequence. Every single thing you do in life has a consequence. That's why you gotta choose properly. Life, listen, you think about your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, you focus on the ex-husband, and this is why you focus on your ex-husband so much that you create another one. You give it life. You give that energy life again. So the next person that you will meet is a reincarnation of your ex-husband. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. What did you say? What, Kirk? What did you just say? Whose mind did I just blow? Whose mind did I just blow? Whose mind did I just blow? I just blew something. Listen, I'm telling you, you focus so much on the pain that all you're doing is creating that same pain into someone else, and you're attracting that person to you. Listen, man, you gotta stop. You're gonna free yourself of the pain and create love so that you attract that love person to you. You gotta stop that nonsense, man. How do I do that, man? You ask a lot of questions. You ask a lot of questions. You think. You ask another question. How do you do what? How do you stop what? You listen. I promise you. Sometimes you just gotta sit down and think. Just let your mind. See, many times we don't want to let our mind go in places. You know what I mean? We don't want to, because so we don't really know how we feel. When I started to get enlightened, or when in the beginning of my journey, one of the practices that I had to do was to let my mind go and just think. Just let my mind free and let it think whatever you want to think on. Don't judge no thoughts. Don't entertain no thoughts. Just let your mind free. I let my mind free for days at a time. for for hours at a time. Just let it think. Just let it do what you do. So I could see what's in my mind. So I could know how many thoughts are in there. So I could know what damn things are in there. You don't know what things are in there. So that's why you are surprised all the time. I have to let it roam without judgment, without looking at myself like I'm bad. Listen, some things that come to your mind is not you. You are not all your thoughts. Sometimes you intersect people's thoughts. You intercept people's thoughts. Sometimes it's not even yours. Sometimes people pass down. As a matter of fact, thoughts are something from the outside. And thoughts are passed down to you from your belief system, from your religion. Thoughts are handed down to you from all different types of people, from your teachers, your friends. Listen, sometimes those thoughts ain't yours. And when we think these things, we are so, oh my God, I can't, I'm thinking that. Listen, don't judge your thoughts. Just recognize them. It's not for you to judge. Recognize your thoughts. Understand that this is not me. It's only me if I focus on them. It's only me that I go towards them. I'm horny. Oh my God, I'm horny. Okay, I'm horny. I'm horny. Oh my God, look at him. Oh my God, look at her. Oh, she's like, you entertaining the thought? It's you. It's your body. You can't control your body. You really don't control. You can't control this. If you can't control this, I don't know what to tell you. You gotta practice. The crap don't happen just 1 second. It's a continuous practice. It's a continuous effort to practice and to control this body because you have been out of control for so long. Hey, Pastor and Creek, thank you so much. You have one too. You have been out of control for so long that your spirit is so weak that it has no power over your body. Remember, this is not you. You are what you can't see. You are what's in control. This is just your body. Rose takes so. I heard about that rose. I heard about that rose. Remember, the body is yours. Just like your children are yours, but not really yours. The car is yours. You turn it on when you want to turn it on. You know, the money is yours. The TV is yours. You turn it on, you take it off. Everything is what you have accumulated, which is the body, is yours. It's not you. If you don't know how to control it, then you're gonna suffer for it. People say that the flesh is weak. The flesh is not weak. The spirit is weak because you haven't trained the spirit. The flesh ain't weak. The flesh is very strong. I don't know why we keep saying the flesh. The flesh is weak. Stop saying that. If you keep saying that, you're going to always fall victim to your own thoughts. Everything you speak, your mind has to create. Your subconscious mind has to create an opportunity for it to happen. Understand this. Every time you speak, your subconscious mind listens. And since it's connected, your subconscious mind is connected. Your subconscious mind is what's connected to the universe. So when you speak, I am sick. Oh my God, I don't feel good. That has to create evidence. Because if you are this, then it has to create a circumstance for you to be true. Understand this. Stop speaking all the crap. If you have nothing good to say, shut your mouth. Ain't that what your mom tell you? If you have nothing good to say, hey favorite, how are you doing? If you have nothing good to say, shut up. Because it affects you. Hey again, it affects you. You can't speak badly on me. Listen, you can't speak evil on me. The evil that you speak on me is inside of you. That's why you can speak it, because it's inside. See, whenever you speak, it comes from the heart. If the evil is in your heart, you suffer, not me. Because I'm telling you right now, your evil is a low frequency. I'm a high frequency. Your evil skip me. It goes to another person. I'm telling you, man, we here want to cast judgment against somebody. We want to speak ill to someone. We want to speak hate. We want to speak, I don't like you. I'm mad at you. I hate you. No. You're mad. You have to be mad. You can't be mad at me. You're mad. I'm serious. Elizabeth, what's good? You don't hate me. You hate. You don't hate me. You're just using me as an excuse to hate. You don't hate me. You just hate. Seriously. You're not mad at me. You are mad, but you're using me as your excuse. You can't be mad at someone. That means you're crazy. I don't forgive you. That's you carry the burden. Carry it. You carry it. I'm mad at you. I'm angry at you. Be angry. It's eating you out. It's not eating me. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. You angry. Because if the anger lives in you, you are it. It's not me. You're not affecting me. Listen, this is how we screw our own lives up. This is how we screw up our own selves. And we think that we are hurting somebody else. I don't want to forgive you. Then you carry the anger. You carry the burden. Hey Marlene from Ireland, how are you doing? You carrying the crap. How does it affect me? I'll never forgive you. Then you go ahead. You know we say things, I could never forgive you. Well then go ahead. Live your life and not forgive. See what happens. See if that makes you feel better. See if it gives you life. See, not forgiving does not give you life. Being angry don't give you life. Being bitter and hateful don't give you life. What gives you life? It's when you let go of this crap that's causing death to you. We want to walk around here talking about, I'm a good person, I deserve a good man, I'm a good woman, I'm a good woman, I deserve this, Listen, you carrying anger and hate and bitterness in your life. What you deserve is what you have. You have exactly what you deserve. No one. Life don't give you nothing that you don't deserve. I promise you. And don't ask me, what about babies? I don't know. I don't know how God do it. I don't know what happened in my past life that energy continues. See, the body, just because the body die, right? Just because the body die doesn't mean that energy stops. Energy continues. Some people think that the soul go back, the soul lives, the spirit goes back somewhere. And listen, I don't know what happens. I don't know. I didn't make this, so I don't know what happens. I could say I don't know, but I know this: everything that you do or say has a consequence. Everything that you feel has a consequence. It's your feelings. If you choose to feel sad and angry, that's your choice. If you choose to be miserable, that's your choice. But stop blaming people for your feelings. If you can't control your own self and your own inside, who can you blame? I can't bring you pain in your heart. I can't. Only you have to receive it. Namaste, Patricia. Namaste. I can't bring that to your life. Listen. Someone said, just transcends. I like that. Someone said, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm. One of my favorite quotes. I quote this all the time. If there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm. The problem is we are our biggest enemy. Not we, because I'm not an enemy of myself. I promise you, I love myself. Listen, this life, this piece of life listen, I don't think you'll understand when I say this. But this piece of life that I have acquired, this piece of life that I have given the chance to express in this body, this piece of life that I have the ability and the honor and the glory and the give me another word and the I don't know the other word, but what's another word? This piece of life that I am happy to live, to express. You think I'm gonna let anybody change that because you want to do something to hurt yourself? Listen, I can't hurt you. I can only hurt myself because I am you and you are me. Whatever I do comes back to me anyways. Listen, you gotta be careful about how you speak about people. You see, when you're conscious, the privilege, yes, privilege, love it, privilege. Thanks for the word. What was I saying again? You all know I don't remember things because as it downloads, it come out. I don't process it. I don't try to understand what comes in. I just put it out. So I forget where I'm at. Where was I? Man. What was I saying? You know, see, that's why I can't stop to read comments because as soon as I read a comment, it's gone. I get constant downloads. Watch how you talk about people. Yes, watch how you speak. Every idle word a man shall speak, you shall give account for. That's in the Bible. I'm going to hell because it said F word. F. Oh, that's 2 F's. God forgive me. Listen, doesn't mean that. It means if you're not using your words to build, to create, you're destroying yourself. Listen, do you know? Let me tell you this. If I speak good, to people, if I wish people the best, if I pray someone good, even if I'm not successful, and I wish them success, listen, I pray that you have all your success in order. I pray you become a millionaire. All I'm doing is, and if I mean it with my heart, it has to bounce off that energy and come back. Listen, it has to, because that person is me. I am you and you are me. Hey, Sherry. Seriously, if I speak good, listen, see, some of us, we're not in the best place in our life. So when we see somebody doing good, we want to, hey, Magic, how you doing? We want to, because we're not in the best place. We know, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve him. You don't deserve her. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve your job. You don't, I can't, I wish you lose your job. You can't speak like that. It's not your job it's not your business what to deserve it. It's not your business. Your business is to speak kind and speak love. See, you know you only speak love because you have love inside. You got to look at yourself, because whatever comes out is what's inside. Understand one thing. If you find yourself, listen, everyone has to be your mirror. Everyone has to be your reflection. If you see yourself speaking evil, if you see yourself thinking evil about someone, if you see, when you catch yourself going to say something bad, understand this. Oh, shoot. That's still inside of me? Why is this inside of me? Why is this? This is why I can't grow. Because I have evil in me. I have this in me. I have this thing in my heart. I could only speak it. It could only comes out if it's in me. It don't come from nowhere and then I say it. No, it comes from me. Everything you speak comes from yourself and within. So understand, when you're wishing things on people, wish good. And the more you wish good and you speak good, then good start to take over. Seriously, the more you wish people, listen, the more you wish people prosperity. I don't care if you like them. Listen, oh my God, man. You think that's why Christ said, love your enemies. Because let me tell you why. See, those words it sounds so good. Jesus said to love your enemies, but you don't understand why. It's not just to love your enemies. It's because your enemy is your reflection. Your enemy has the same thing that you have in them. Your enemies have the same God that they have that you have in you. You can't hate that man and love God. It's impossible, because God is one. There's no two God. You know what I mean? There's no separate God. You are what he is or she is. King Konta, what's good, man? You are what he and she is. And if you speak evil against your enemy, even though it's your enemy, when you speak bad against, I don't care who it is you speak bad to, your best friend, your enemy, it still comes back to you. It's still living in your heart. Because if it's not there, you cannot speak bad against your enemy. If it's not in there, it won't come out. So he said, love your enemy, because that's you anyways. That is you. That's your reflection. That's a place, that's a part of life that you have seen, experienced, came from, healed from, or might be going to. That person is showing you what you might be. Or sometimes that person shows you what's inside of you that you control and you can't stand them. Listen, people or things that you hate the most is things usually that's inside of you, because you can only see what's inside. Because if you cannot recognize it within, you don't know what it is outside. And please understand this. If you don't recognize it within, you cannot recognize it without. That's why there's a spiritual law says, as above, so below. As within, so without. You can only experience what's inside. You can only recognize, but that's why you gotta recognize love inside of you, so that you can recognize love outside of you. You have to recognize. It has to be in you first for you to recognize it. That's why some people can't even process your love. Some people can't process your love because they don't have it inside. They don't know what it is. Like, what is this? They can't process love because love, they don't even, you could do the best and the most of them. They still don't know what you do. What are you talking about? I don't know. Different frequencies. They don't know your love because they don't have it. How can you recognize something that you don't have? So God says, love yourself and love everyone like you love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you're taking time to grow, you're taking time to invest, and you cannot break yourself. And you know how it is to be broken. You know how it is to suffer. You know how it is to be miserable. You know how it is to be hate yourself. So why would you cause that on someone else? If you love yourself, you cannot cause hurt to other people. This is why you don't do that. Does that make sense? Because you know, see, with love comes empathy. Empathy has to be there. Compassion has to be there. Those two things and a lot more create love. So when you have that for yourself, you have to have that for everyone else. So that's why Christ said, love yourself. And after you love yourself, love every single person as you love yourself. Because if you don't understand what love is. Because you know what you're going through. You know what you felt. You know what pain feel like. Why would you want to make somebody feel pain? Why would you want to make somebody suffer? Why would you want to make somebody feel what you felt? Why would you want to give somebody your hardest pain? Because that's not love. You got to recognize the thing inside of you first. So you can only recognize in others what you carry inside. You all think that you all only hate people because of them? No, you hate them because of you. God don't hate you because of you. He loves you because of him. I'm telling you. You love based on you. And you hate based on you. You dislike based on you. Everything is based on you. But now, if we know that, we should try to create in us. See, I was talking about in the past, today, earlier on this message, I was speaking about many of us, we want someone to challenge us, right? We want someone, hey Karita, we want someone to challenge our minds. See, in a relationship, we want somebody to challenge, to be able to challenge the way how we think, to challenge what we do, to challenge the way how we live. The reason why you want that is because you don't know how to challenge yourself. You're bored with yourself. You don't invest in yourself. Because when you're busy challenging yourself, always improving, always investing, always creating, you don't listen. See, when you're busy doing that, that hurt that you all be feeling, that pain and that suffering that you see, some of you all stop investing in yourself when you find a man. That's why you can't get a man or a woman. That's why you can't find it. Because life is telling you, listen, I know your past. And if I give you this man or this woman, you're going to stop. You're going to stop growing. You're going to stop going higher. Because now you're going to become comfortable. You're going to be so comfortable that you won't even focus on the light anymore. You're going to lose your damn self. You're going to stop focusing on your growth. You're going to stop going to college. You're going to stop going to the gym. You're going to stop looking good. You're going to stop feeling good. You're going to stop. Many of you are going to stop. This is why you always hurt. That's why you got to start over. This is why people start over after a relationship. After a relationship, you want to stop going back to school. Why did you stop in the first place? You want to stop going to the gym. Why did you stop? You want to start investing in yourself. Why did you stop? Because love don't make you stop. Love make you continue. If you meet someone, when you meet someone who make you want to interrupt your life, stop. Stop. You want me to stop doing this, what I've been doing for the past 20 years before you got here, to stop so that your ego could see. Some of y'all stop. Some of y'all, it's okay. I don't want to lose you. I never had you in the first place. Because you don't have people. You don't have them. They ain't your toys. You can't keep them. People ain't yours to be kept. People ain't yours. I'm sorry, but nobody belongs to you. Not even your own kids belong to you. They ain't belong to you. They're not ownership. You can't own people. So you think the more you do is the more that you earn them? Or the more you do is the more... No, the more you do don't mean nothing. See, people want you from the beginning. See, people like you without you doing anything. Why do you have to do so much for them to keep liking you? Stop the mess. Stop the nonsense. When somebody really wants you, they want you. Stop the nuts. Stop the immaturity. Stop the crap that you're thinking. You gotta prove yourself. Prove what? Prove myself. I don't prove myself to nobody. Man, you are doing too much. This is why the crap don't work. You go out of yourself too far. Anytime you travel out of yourself, you get stuck. You don't know how to come back in. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm afraid to come back because if I come back to myself, he won't like me or she won't want me. Stop the nonsense. Stop leaving yourself to make people feel good. Them people don't even want to make themselves feel good. Stevie, what's good, brother? I'm telling you, listen, man. Stop. Listen. When you meet people, it is. The ones who really want you, gonna encourage you to be greater. Hey, do what you do. If that brings you happiness, do it. The ones who make you stop doing the things that make you happy, listen, don't do it. Don't. That's too much. You're wasting time. That's a freaking purple flag. I don't even know purple flag exists. That's like 2 red flags just doing the dance. Stop, man. Cut the nonsense out. You wanna please, you trying to please your man or your woman so much that you just met a week ago. Oh my God, you are so nice. Let me tell you this. A quality person recognizes your quality in the beginning. If I know my worth, I have to know your worth. Because we worth the same. See, the people who don't recognize your worth is people who don't recognize theirs. I need you all to understand this. The people who doesn't recognize their worth, who don't recognize your worth, don't recognize their worth. And I can't find your worth if I cannot find mine. It's impossible to find your worth and don't know mine. I can only recognize what's in me. Listen, I need you all to realize the reason why you are looking at me, the reason why you are able to see me, right? The reason why you are able to see me is because the light is falling on me, right? And it's going through your eyes to your retina. Your retina is going to your brain and it reflects an image. You only see me from the inside of your mind. You cannot see me on the outside. You could only hear me from the inside of you. That's why I could speak 3 words and everybody heard me differently. Because you only hear me inside. You can't hear me outside. This is why I could speak a message and many of you all don't like it. Some will love it. Some will apply it. Some will. Because you could only hear me from the inside. Only from the inside. It's not real. Nothing is real. You make things real from how you perceive things. A person who does not recognize your worth cannot recognize theirs either. Because I only see you through me. Yet we kill ourselves to keep these people in our lives. We kill ourselves to keep these people in our life. They can't recognize their own worth. Our perception determines our life. Facts. If a person do not recognize your worth, listen, yes, they're cute. Yes, they're handsome. Yes, they're sexy. She got a big butt. She got a big breast. She got 2 big boobs. Beautiful, nice little waist. Or thick in the waist and thick in the hips and thick in the thighs and thick everywhere else. But you know what? If you don't recognize my worth, me having sex with you will not let you recognize my worth more. Me having sex with you will not do it. Because you have to recognize I don't care what I give to you or what I do to you. You cannot see my worth if you don't see yours. It's impossible to see it. We are just light perceiving light. Listen, you cannot see my worth. No matter what I could give you the best penis of your life. The only word that you would attach to me is the penis word. He got a good penis. But, ain't that what we say? She bad. But, shoot. Nah. He do it well, but that's what we say. Because that's the word, but we give worth to things that, how is that a worth? This is how we screw it up. Not the D. The D! The D is so good, but I don't know. I don't want to be with him. Because you give, and the word that we place, listen, I need you to understand this. If you don't see good in someone, number one is a lot of times, some people just garbage. Let's be real. Right? Is that true? Some people are gone. Some people just gone. Some just don't give a damn. Some just gone. Some just, I don't think some care to see their worth, so they just do accordingly. You know what I mean? So, is that safe to say that some people are just, I don't want to say garbage, because that's mean. But some people just, God, out there, just F it. F it. Let me just bang you. Take this, take that, bang you. Actually, I think that was me, actually. That's how I noticed. I'm talking about myself. That's how I know. I'm speaking about myself. Family too, yeah. Hey, family, do not exempt. Family is not exempt. I'm saying some people just don't want to see their worth. They don't care to see it. Ignorance is just their bliss. They just feel good in their bliss. I mean, in their ignorance. Just feel amazing. Those people cannot know your worth. They cannot. They can't recognize you. This is why in your relationship with them, you feel so strange. Because you don't recognize you anymore either. Because you see yourself based on how they see you. Now you're confused. Like, am I really like this? Am I really hard to love? Don't be with someone who make you feel hard to love. Don't be with someone who make you feel, no one, for real. Don't be with no one who make you feel hard to love. That crap, that would bring you hell. You know what I mean? Len, what's good? That bring you hell. Don't mess with nobody who you gotta. I want us to know something. Ain't no babies here. We're grown people. We've been doing this for the past, I'm 40 something. I've been doing this for the past 30 years, or 20 years at least as an adult. I've been doing this for the past 20 years. Some people have been doing it for the past 30 years, I'm 40 years. Some of us been doing it forever. They know what they're doing. They want to do it. They want to keep doing it. They enjoy doing it. And if they want to stop, and if they really love you, or if they just see the value in you, and they don't, sometimes people recognize the value that you bring to their life, and they want to keep you. And keeping you, and you are now, listen, this happens too. Sometimes people recognize the value that you bring to them. Some people went through hell. Some people are still struggling with life. Some people are still struggling with their past. And sometimes here you come. They are aware of that pain that they carried. So they are very conscious not to bring pain or to try to inflict that pain on you. Some people are like that. So here you come, loving them, taking care of them, giving them love. And now they start to feel like, man, I know the value that you add to my life. I don't want to lose you. So I'm going to do everything to keep you. I'm still changing for me. I'm not changing for you because I want to hold on to that feeling. I want to hold on to you. I'm doing it for me. Listen, I will change for me. I cannot change for you. So now to keep you in my life, I have to change me because it benefits me. It's doing me justice. So now as I see the value that you add to my life, I will begin to shift and recognize maybe I am valuable. If you see value in me, therefore I must be valuable. So let me just become better. That don't always happen. Soulful Spark was good. It don't always happen, but I'm saying it happens. But I will tell you, if I had to tell you, listen, some people don't want to change. But we've been doing this for a long time. To still do things and say sorry, man, you know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. I know when I was putting my... I know when I saw the other woman, the time that it took to pull my clothes off. Thank you, Z. The time that it took to pull my clothes off, I know what I was doing. I know what I was thinking. Hey, I could have stopped. If I really wanted to stop, I would have stopped. The time that I took to pull my clothes off, to take my clothes off, to take my shirt off, to lay on the bed and to kiss you, I already know I was wrong. I'm not going to tell you sorry because I was there. I was all there presently. Listen, my body, my spirit was there. Everything was there. Ain't nobody. Listen, we know what we're doing. I need you all to understand that if you keep the idea in your mind that you got to give all these chances for people to get their shit right, you won't get it. You don't get it. You're waiting in vain. Because people know what they're doing. They are manipulating you to make you feel. Erica, you still here? They are manipulating you, making you feel like they don't know. You're 40 years old. Look how my screen turned. Come on, clear up. What just happened? What just happened to my screen? Man, the energy I'm giving off. You're 40 years old. How you don't know? better. My energy just messed up the whole screen, huh? You grown. We've been doing this for all these years. How you don't know better? And yet, you know what we do? We take these apologies instead of change behaviors. I see you, Erica. I see you, sis. You are Erica's my sister. This person, right? Erica, change your name from that. Change your your username from that user 666-344-804-3295 and put your name there, please. But that's my blood sister right there. Everybody tell my sister hi. My beautiful sister. But they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They all know what they're doing. We know what we're doing. We know what we been know from the time that woman or the man walked in there. Thank you all for telling my sister hi. I bet she feels good. I bet she feels good right now. See? She feels you are making her blush. She even put somebody even put your username. Thank you all so much, man. Y'all been making my day. But yeah, man, but we know exactly what we be doing. Stop believing that these people don't know. Stop falling victim, because when somebody know what they're doing, yes, Miss B, and so when they know what they're doing and you keep taking them back, listen, sometimes the best response is silence and your distance. Sometimes you got to put up your two fingers and walk out the door. Because the truth is, it wasn't that one. It was the other one, Samantha. A lot of times people could only learn, sometimes people would only learn your value when it's too late, when you are gone. If you wait too long for people to learn your value, they ain't gonna learn it. They're gonna disrespect you even more. Because it's very hard to respect someone, or to gain back the respect for someone that you really lost the respect for. Seriously, it's very hard. It's very hard to respect, or to regain respect for someone that and they don't respect you. That's why they are doing all these things. A person who, see, it's not the love, it's the respect too. See, love and respect, they're not the same thing, but sometimes they work hand in hand. They work together sometimes, you know. Love say respect, come on. Love say respect, come on. Let's do this. But some people could love you in their type of mindset and their love, but disrespect the hell out of you thinking that it's love. I don't think it's love. But love and respect work hand in hand. Because the reason why you respect everyone and everything that God's created is because you see the love in it. Listen, if God created everything, you have to, listen, you can't hate one and love the other. It's not love. I don't know how you could love one of God's stuff and don't love. Sometimes those mosquitoes, sometimes those mosquitoes be effing with your mind. Like, sometimes you're like, I can't. Whew, especially when you're trying to sleep and it's hot. But God created you for a reason. I don't know the reason why God created you. I'm gonna have to ask God, what the hell? Like damn. Like take this with you, man. Like, come on. Take them to heaven. Because we don't need them here. But it's sometimes but it has to be intentional. Love is intentional. Love is not mistake. Love has to be intentional. You don't fall in love, you rise in love. Love is not intentional. Love must be intentional. You must intentionally fall in love. And how you intentionally fall in love is because the time that you are willing to invest in someone and to entertain, that's it right there. Love is a choice. Listen, love is conscious. Love is powerful. Love is not stupid. I fell in love with you. No, don't fall in love with me. You need to rise in love, because when you fall in love, disrespect is a damn choice too. That's right. Because when you fall in love with me, sometimes you put up with the nonsense. But when you rise in love, if you stop rising, hey, what happened? Listen, gotta keep rising. You don't fall, because sometimes when you fall, it takes forever to get out. You know what I mean? But listen, I think I talked a lot. I think I spoke for a long time. Don't you all think so? I think I spoke my heart out. I'm back. I'm gonna start doing live probably couple times a week now. I've been on vacation. I've been chilling. I've been with my sisters and my siblings. My sister on here. I've been in my siblings having a beautiful time with my mom. It was my mom's birthday, so we all flew down to surprise her. So you want more, Tia? So yeah, but so I've been with my sisters and family enjoying. So that's why I wasn't going live that much, or wasn't being really making a lot of videos. But let me tell you all, man, the last video that I made, please look at that one. My last video I just made, please look at that one. I think it's very important. We had fun swimming in the ocean. Yes, I am on YouTube. My YouTube channel is where I want to do my lives there. So if you miss a live or if you want to see the live again, just go to my YouTube channel. It's on my bio. Just click on the YouTube link and my live. This one I might post later. I don't know. I don't really feel like. Hey, vegan girl, how you doing? Hey, vegan girl. I was showing my sister, this sister right here. Erica, do you remember I was showing you a woman? She was 51 or 52 years old. That's vegan girl. Vegan girl. I was showing my sister you because you know how you fit and stuff and you're 52. So I was showing my sister what a 52-year-old woman looked like. And she was like, wow, she's in her 50s? She looks amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Listen, man. So yeah, I thank you all for your presence. Yeah, so that's vegan girl. Yeah, so click on her stuff. You see all the exercises and stuff that she does. Yeah, I'll post it on YouTube. So yeah, I love you all. I'm thankful that you all came. I'm back on YouTube. I have to lose like 10-15 pounds myself because I ate so much. I ate so dang much on this vacation. I gained like 12 pounds actually. I'm in the 190s now. I'm 190 plus pounds. Terrible. Too much. I don't like it. I feel heavy. All my stuff left, all my definition going. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Shauna. You all, thanks for staying. Thanks for staying. Thanks for staying. I'll post this one since you all like it. But just remember, man. Just remember one thing, man. Love yourself enough to love everyone else. Connect to the source so that you can actually have that. Because when you are conscious of the source and you are connected to the source, when you are conscious, see, the thing is, we forget that God exists. Or love exists. Or you said God is love. Love is God. We forget that love exists. Or that love should live in us. So we get distracted and we cuss somebody or we talk badly about someone. That's why we have to stay conscious. We have to stay aware 20 hours a day. Well, 24 hours a day. Hey, Leah, I did call. But yeah, you got to stay conscious 24 hours a day. Right? So that when you meet someone who disturbed your peace, because your peace can't be disturbed. Either you have peace or you don't have peace. Your peace is not disturbed. Okay? Your peace ain't disturbed. If your peace is disturbed, it's because you don't have peace. You have just pieces. But when you have peace, it's very hard to disturb your peace. But when you stay connected to God or to the universe, or you stay at a constant connection, you are aware. So you are reminded, let me speak in love. Because I know if I speak, it comes back to me. If I think, it comes back to me. If I do, it comes back to me. My actions come back to me. So therefore, let me do what I want to. See, this is why this saying, do what you would like to be done unto you. Because in all reality, whatever you do comes back to you regardless. True. If we understand this, you will be more conscious. You will be more conscious of your words and your behaviors. You got to speak in love, like Tink said. You got to speak, and you gotta. It has to be a constant thing. How do you, Kirk? How do you do it? Well, you know better. You do better. Not believe better. You know better. Do better. How do you stop? You gotta do it. You know what I mean? You gotta do it because you know it exists. Hey, Rasta Melanie, that's my other sister right there. That's the one that was dancing with me. Rasta Melanie. That's my other sister. She was the one who was dancing with me in my videos. She was the one who was showing a little short dress. My other beautiful sister. You all tell my sister hi before I go again, please, because I love my sisters to death. Most of the times, because sometimes they get on my nerve. You know, my sisters was the ones who tell me when I started doing my videos. I know I keep talking. My sisters was the one who tell me, Kirk, if you're gonna speak, they said, Kirk, if you're gonna speak, make sure you're not a hypocrite. Make sure you do exactly what you're saying because people are looking at you. My sisters taught me this. So I started to speak, and they was like, Kirk, if you're gonna speak, remember, You can't be a hypocrite. Like, I love you too, sis. I love you too. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for speaking to me. I love you all. You all have a blessed day. You all have a great day. I'll see you all maybe on Tuesday. I'll do our next live. Make sure you all there. Make sure you all are on my next live. We're going to speak about some things. Listen, I want to use this month to increase self-awareness. I want to use this month to increase self-love. I want to use this month to actually end unforgiveness. I want to use this month to bring awareness to our peace. I want to use this month for a peaceful blessing. So I could speak about blessings and peace, okay? You'll have a beautiful day. Peace.